It's the Opie and Anthony Show.
Opie and Anthony.
Radio shock jocks.
Opie and Anthony.
The world of radio shock jocks, the biggest are Opie and Anthony.
These people say shocking things that border on offensive in order to entertain their audience.
I refuse to sit here and think that radio has to be nice. Why? Why does radio, out of any other medium, have to be nice? We are being now held to a standard where we have to be nice and make people feel good. Go screw!
Radio bad boys, Opie and Anthony.
Controversial radio personalities, Opie and Anthony.
Infamous DJs, Opie and Anthony.
Talk show radio hosts, Opie and Anthony.
Opie and Anthony.
Opie and Anthony.
Radio shock jocks, Opie and Anthony. Opie and Anthony. Shock jocks, Opie and Anthony. Shock jocks, Opie and Anthony. Opie and Anthony. Shock jocks, Opie and Anthony. Opie and Anthony.
Opie and Anthony striking again.
I sat with some of the greatest gangsters in the world. John Gotti, Sam Gravano. And I went in there and said, John, you ever with me again, this is over. You hear? Now sit down.
Opie and Anthony.
I was amazed Guns N' Roses starting to blow up, and you didn't have guitars to play because you were pawning them off to get some dough back.
Yeah, I was a big fan of the age. Big fan.
Opie and Anthony.
This country went off the cliff, and it's just in free fall now. It's just a sick, it's disgusting, my voice you're hearing.
It's time for people to understand these are words. If you don't like them, turn the dial.
But enough of this palaver. Let's get the show on the road.
It's the Opie and Anthony Show.
Aye.
What's wrong with my microphone today?
Is something wrong?
Yeah, could you hear it? It sounds a little different.
Oh, you got your hands wrapped around it.
Oh.
Phone number 877-212-O-N-A. Also a fine website you should, put in your favorites. ONDARadio.com.
Ooh.
Stephen S. from Bayshore does the show rundowns. He also adds all the links of all the crazy videos and audio clips that we talk about on a daily basis.
Bookmark it.
Yeah,
Bookmark it.
It's one website you could go to check out everything we talk about on the radio show. Does that make sense out there, I hope?
Absolutely.
Like the Jimmy Dean complaint call getting a lot of play.
Sausage.
On ONDARadio.com. You also got the Paltalk cameras all over the studio.
Hi.
So you can see what we look like first thing in the morning as we do a radio show.
A little wave. There we go. Hey, how you doing?
Anthony looks like he's ready to climb Mount Everest today.
I screwed up yesterday. The walkover yesterday. Wow. Misty, rainy, freezing coldy. And I shan't fall for that again.
I realized, where do you get a winter coat?
It's very hard to get them. I think all the summer stuff is out now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's how the stores work. If you didn't get it early, you're too late. So now you could get bathing suits now.
Well, my winter coat was a little ratty.
Yeah.
So, I don't know, around May, I just threw it away. I'm like, I don't need a winter coat anytime soon.
Yeah.
Now I need a winter coat. And I'm like, crap.
See? Now what are you going to do?
I got to find one. I don't even know where to go for a winter coat.
Winter coats, to me, are purely utilitarian. I don't care what they look like. I don't care if people make fun of me, which they do, Opie. They do make fun of me and my winter coat.
Yeah.
Because it is a heavy parka with a hood that looks ridiculous when I put it up. But I am warm in it, and that's all that I care about. Now, spring and fall, things like that, then you can start getting your cool leather wear out. But in the winter, I don't care.
You know, I bought a coat last year from Abercrombie and Fitch.
Homo.
Why?
It's just,
what's wrong with that?
I can't even walk in that place. Would you like something? Yeah, zip.
I
Help
like
a brother out.
I like some of their clothes. I don't like the clothes with the logo on it. I like very simple. I'm not a logo guy.
Mm-hmm.
But every once in a while, I'll grab a pair of jeans or a shirt or something in there. And last year, I bought a winter coat that has to weigh. I don't even want to exaggerate here. I'm not even going to exaggerate. When I put it on, I think it adds 50 pounds.
That's good.
50 pounds to carry around?
That's 50 pounds of warm goodness.
And at the time, you know, it looked good on the rack. I'm like, yeah, I'll just buy that. That looks cool. But I didn't really inspect it. And the hood, because it's funny you just mentioned your hood. This hood has to be... What am I doing? Trying to hug a fat person.
Yes, making something the size of a manhole cover.
Right, okay. That's how big my hood is. No joke. I try to put it on, and it's like this. Now what am I doing?
Ballet dancing.
Yes,
overhead.
you're doing a pirouette.
With plenty of room, right? That's what my hood looks like in this coat.
Don't you have a pull string to pull it tight towards your face like Kenny?
Sort of, but then it gets all poofy.
Watch. I'll put mine up. And see, here's where people make fun of.
Yeah, that looks
Look
stupid.
how giant it is.
That looks
it's like
stupid.
It's as if I was a cone head.
Yeah.
With...
Doesn't look that bad.
No, it looks ridiculous. That's right.
But it's very warm.
A nice hazmat suit you're wearing.
Right. When I pull the cords, though, I look like I have like Rastafarian hair underneath the thing.
Oh, yeah?
Because there's just so much
Rasta
hood.
cap, yeah.
All right, so we got the Paltalk cameras, and I guess we got to officially say hi to the CBS camera that they have up watching us like Big Brother.
Wait, is that on?
It has to be. There's been a thing going on. We have our own Paltalk cameras. We started this Paltalk phenomenon about a year ago.
Yeah, let me tell you something. This was an O&A exclusive.
Mm-hmm.
Really, there was nobody doing this on the radio. I mean, we didn't invent Paltalk, but incorporated into the radio show. It's become very popular. A great way to show what's going on in the studio, and great way to see the listeners do stupid stuff. But now they decided to just do it the entire day.
Yeah,
here in New York. But they popped up this camera that we don't control. Now, the one thing is, we like having control of the cameras.
I'll tell you why. I'll throw myself under the bus. I have a problem with picking my nose in the morning. And so I finally told Aunt, you gotta give me a faraway shot or like the back of my head because I'm always digging.
Digging.
Oh, you would have the camera zoomed. What's the matter with you? I would love people.
I'm always digging in the morning. These guys think I didn't think they knew. Of course I know. I got an itchy, dry nose. I'm always like going like this. Got to like moisten it up. Something has to happen because I blow my nose like no one's business every morning just to get ready for the freaking radio show. So, we adjust the cameras accordingly. Get the sleepy eyes and all this crap. No one wants to be seen that way.
No.
So they have control of a camera. And the dude's in Brooklyn, I guess. He's not even
he's
near
not
us.
here.
So we've been covering up the camera with a hat every morning.
Yeah.
And then they take the hat and cover up our Paltalk camera after we leave. It's been going back and forth for maybe a month. Well, today we found the hat that we cover up their camera.
Yeah.
All cut up.
Chopped up into little pieces. Like, how violent is that? That's like, all right, send him a message.
Mm-hmm.
I want that hat hacked to pieces.
Right.
And that's what they did. They cut it up and left it for us to find. So now a easy little Post-it note over the camera just pretty much ends.
Where can we see the CBS camera, though?
I don't know.
Yeah, that's just it, too. I think you got to go to the website.
I don't know. Don't worry about it now.
Yeah, I don't know.
We'll figure it out during the break.
Yeah, well, I see a plug that's unplugged, so I don't think it matters at this point.
Well, no,
the power cord is out or something.
We're still fighting the good fight with that camera. There's a Post-it over the lens, and we have unplugged it.
Yeah.
There you go. There you go. Oh,
you know what I think?
I
think we plug it in.
Okay.
And let them turn it on because I think it goes to the station website is where you access it from.
Okay.
And then just prop up a picture of
Jimmy
hardcore pornography, something that is frowned upon.
Why do that when we have little Jimmy Norton?
Oh, well, yes.
Jimmy, can you give him a nice
give
little
him the
shot?
old smile.
Can you give him the old brown eye? Give him the old brown eye girl.
Take that banana and put it to use.
I want to just get on a ladder and all of a sudden they're like, helmet. Oh, wait, no.
Hey, real fast, going back for a second, talking about coats. At least I got some kind of, outerwear when you're walking around at night. I went to the Islander Ranger game last night here in New York City.
Congratulations on your Islanders.
Thank you, sir.
Like you won the team.
Well, I sort of am at this point. I'm actually now traveling with the team. I went and saw them in Jersey, and now I saw them here in Manhattan.
Yeah.
They beat the Rangers last night 2-1. Couldn't be happier. And Bruins were coming after you this coming Saturday, so Trust me, I study the schedule, but we have to get past the Canadians tomorrow night. But we will. And then we're going to kick the Bruins' ass.
Wow.
Go Islanders.
Drive for 5.
Drive for 5. Drive for 5, 25 years later. 20-some-odd years later. Great. But anyway, Tom Chiusano was nice enough to give me tickets to the game last night. Ooh. Fine seats, by the way.
Were they?
Great seats. Got to see the Islanders shoot twice. Because that's what's funny about getting tickets for your home team. When someone has tickets, they're usually at the wrong end of the ice, and you only get to see your team shoot once.
Yeah.
Right? But if you give it to a fan of the opposing team, now they're like great seats. And that's what happened to me last night. Great seats. And I go with Roland. Everyone knows Roland. And I meet him on the corner to grab the subway down to Madison Square Garden last night. And the guy shows up in a Ranger T-shirt. He's a Ranger fan, whatever, no big deal. But that's what he showed up with, a Ranger T-shirt on.
Dude,
I'm like, Roland, it's the 30-something degrees out. We're not in the middle of winter, but it's still too cold for just wearing a T-shirt.
We were talking about that yesterday. When I was walking to the garage, he's walking, and he had a T-shirt on. He had the Christopher Walken T-shirt on.
Right.
And that was it, just a T-shirt. And he's like, no, I'm not cold. I'm never cold. It was yesterday was this misting, rainy, cold day.
It was one of those days where it's cold to the bone.
And the wind, a little windy. And he's just in a T-shirt, sweating. This guy sweats in any conditions.
He's just like a ham. Roland reminds me of a cured ham.
Put cloves up his nostrils.
So we got to talk to him about that. By the way, J.D. Collins writing in from Maine. You studied the schedule, huh? Oh, the Islanders play the Bruins Friday afternoon.
Oops. You could study and get things wrong, sir.
Hey, man. When you studied in school, did you get an A on everything, J.D. Collins? So maybe, all right, I got one wrong. Are you kidding me? I was looking at this. I made plans to go Saturday.
Oh, now it's not studying. You were just looking.
I made plans to go.
I perused it.
What an idiot. You're an idiot, J.D. Collins.
Oh.
Idiot.
Face. What,
idiot.
You got him?
Yes. Well, we're both right.
Oh, how'd that happen?
I forgot that it's kind of cool, actually. The Islanders are going up and playing in Boston, Friday at noon.
Oh, okay.
And then they come back down and play at the Coliseum out on Long Island on Saturday.
That's the closest thing to a hockey doubleheader.
Yeah, it's a home and home series, I guess you would call it. So we're both right, J.D. Collins. I do study the schedule, and I get an A+. Plus, I'm going to give myself a couple extra credit points today.
Wow.
And a gold star.
Well.
Sorry, I'm losing my mind. We also have instant feedback. I wanted to mention that as well. Let's get this out of the way. It's Walter from West Palm Beach, Florida. Walter.
Hey, man.
Hey, man.
Hey. Why you guys, can't you guys get back down here?
No, they decided to go with a local morning show.
Yeah. How's that working out?
And the PD trashed us in the press, which was wonderful.
Where's this?
Huh?
Where?
West Palm Beach, Florida.
Trashed us in the press?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Did he?
He said it was just not working.
Oh.
Just not working.
There you go.
But it was working. Whatever. What do you got, Walter?
I'm going to do a rock stream.
All right, it is Rock Scream Tuesday. Let's go.
Better be good. Jesus. That was like Newt's scream in Aliens.
All right. We'll accept that, Walter. Thank you, sir. Let's go to Paul in New York. Paul, what's up?
Hey, good morning, guys.
Good morning.
Little Jimmy. Hey, how do you guys know that's a CBS camera, not that creep that was staring at you guys from the window yesterday?
You guys, yeah, that's kind of sounded creepy yesterday, didn't it?
A little creepy. I could hear the fear in your guys' voice. You guys weren't being nice. You were afraid for your lives.
I thought about that after the show, and it was a bit creepy. We have a guy. Most people know by now that we look out this huge window right in the middle of Midtown Manhattan, pretty much, and we see this girl wandering around her apartment every morning completely naked. She has all the shades up.
Naked.
And the drapes pulled aside. It's clear as day, bright lights. She gets on an exercise bike. Sometimes she does headstands. but she walks around very naked almost every morning.
Mm-hmm.
Hasn't gained a pound, hasn't lost a pound in over a year since we've been watching her every day. And yesterday we had a guy call us saying he's watching us.
Yeah.
We don't want to be watched. We want to be the
look at us.
We want to be the watchers.
Is he watching us now?
And sure enough, we thought he was just lying. And then we looked around at this building, and finally we saw this guy at the window with a phone as he's talking to us.
Here's the odd thing. I thought these windows were like that. You can't see in windows.
Yeah, they're double pane.
I thought the whole outside of the building was like mirrored, so you can't really see in. But now I realize every time we would just 10 of us run to the window to go see Naked Girl, all she had to do was turn around and look. See a lineup of people.
Trust me, she did. She saw
You think
us,
so?
Yeah, she saw us looking at her, and that's her thing. She likes that. She has to like that. She's not going to make it obvious that she's looking at us.
No, true.
She's probably taking a little peek to the side or whatever, maybe a reflection through a mirror or something, but she knows we're looking now.
I'm also thinking like this. When it's dark out and the lights are on in here, you could absolutely see in here.
Yeah, sure.
Like very well.
Sure.
Now I'm really creeped out.
All right.
That woman didn't do anything to like act like she did know people were watching. Like it wasn't like she lost weight or tried to look good. She's just frumpy. She was just a frumpy girl who was unkempt and out of shape and walked around naked, daring people to look.
I think our new friend.
Dare you?
I think our new friend. His name is Charlie.
Yeah.
And Charlie said that he bangs a lot of broads. And he's going to do something nice for us.
Yeah. He's going to put on a little show or something.
We'll see if that was just BS or not.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. It's also 80s New Wave Tuesday. Tim put this together. We got a little celebrity endorsing 80s New Wave Tuesday. We don't even know what it is. It's just some goof that we started. But now we got celebrities endorsing 80s New Wave Tuesday on the Opie and Anthony show.
Wait, before you even play it, I've noticed that 80s New Wave Tuesday is nothing more than promoing 80s New Wave Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
There isn't really an 80s New Wave Tuesday segment.
That's the beauty of it.
It's just promoted.
It makes the show sound like it's all-encompassing, and there's so much going on.
That's ridiculous.
No, it's not. If that's the only part of the show you hear, you're like, wow, those guys are really busy every morning. They got 80s New Wave Tuesday. They got rock screams out the thing. They got Makeup Stuff Tuesday, faraway phone calls coming in left and right.
At least occasionally someone does call with a rock scream. It was horrible, but they do. 80s New Wave Tuesday. There's no use for it. We don't play 80s songs. We don't do a 80s New Wave Tuesday trivia thing. We just promote the fact that it's 80s New Wave Tuesday with a few 80s songs.
Do you want to work more?
No, don't get me wrong.
Then Ixnay on the 80s New Wave A. This is the brilliance of us.
Oh.
Actually, know what we could do? We could, force the listeners to start doing all the work for us.
Yeah.
It's 80s New Wave Tuesday. Have them call up with their 80s New Wave song. We try to figure out who sings it.
Wow.
And now we don't even have to pick out the 80s New Wave song.
Yeah, because for a while, that's what was happening. Like a song would be played, and we go, oh, who was that? Oh.
So you do the work for us. Find your 80s New Wave records and play them for us. No obscure crap, and we'll tell you who sings them.
Yeah.
All right? There you go.
That
Problem
sounds
solved.
reasonable. Okay, now at least it's a segment.
With that, we have a celebrity endorsing 80s New Wave Tuesday.
Hey, this is Nick Rhodes from Duran Duran, and this...
Oh, yeah, barely a celebrity, I should say. Couldn't get the big guy.
Duran. Yeah.
Bassist?
What about Simon Le Bon?
We should have got Simon Le Bon.
Simon Le Bon.
And actually, when Tim played this for me yesterday, I'm like, wow, Simon Le Bon.
Simon Le Bon.
I just realized right now that it's not.
Who is this guy? What did he do?
Simon Le Bon.
He's been in the band since the beginning. I couldn't tell you. What did Nick do in the band? Keyboards?
How did Tim get him?
I don't know.
Pretty important
They got
if you're the keyboard player.
It's a big rock station. They got some big rockers walking around. We get the keyboarders from Duran Duran.
Ooh.
Duran Duran.
If he is.
Hey, this is Nick Rhodes from Duran Duran, and this is 80s New Wave Tuesday on the Opie and Anthony show.
Girls on film. Girls on film. Girls on film. Girls on film.
A real woman could stop you from drinking.
It has to be a real big woman.
Stop to ask. You're found a way to make it last. You've got to find a way. Say what you want to say. Break out.
You give me the respect that I'm entitled to.
And there's always something there to remind me. Always something there to remind me.
It's 80s New Wave Tuesday on the Opie and Anthony Show.
One of the greatest movies ever to goof on.
Oh.
No wire hangers
ever. Tina, clean this up. Wow. All right, that was good. Good singing. Good songs.
You like it?
Oh, yeah.
All right, 80s New Wave
Wonderful.
Tuesday is happening. We're still trying to develop this, but we'll make you guys call up with your 80s songs for us. Hey, Stephen S. from Bayshore might have the actual spelling of sausages, because we've been trying to figure that out. Fat Girl takes a peep back at you guys, talking about the girl across the way, between rounds of Jimmy Dean sausages, and he spells it SO-SITCHESSSS. Sausages. Sausages. There you go. I know we have to take a break, but we have to set up Makeup Stuff Tuesday.
Ugh.
It is very simple today.
Conspiracy theory guy, get off.
What happened?
Paltalk.
What happened?
I don't know. Some guy with his conspiracy theories. It's fun time.
What is he talking about?
Do you know a military simulation of hijacked planes took place on the morning of 9/11? Did it? Bye.
No, it didn't.
Did it? Let me get your name. Banned.
And who runs a simulation the day they do something and then lets some guy on Paltalk find out about it? Who are you, stupid?
Douche.
Now with children. They told the government to stand down. Did they? Did they? Really, JFK lingo ripper-offer? Shut your mouth. You and Donald Sutherland talked that over in the park, did you? Be quiet. I'm telling you, the government, they told them to stand down.
Stand down, sir.
And then they hit all the people. That's really?
They hid the people, did they?
Did they? That was what they did?
How does that work? Where are they now?
Just
eating, going, when are we leaving?
The
This is
government,
the longest flight delay I've ever had.
They wanted to get into the war desperately, so they set up 9/11, and yet they couldn't make Colin Powell not look retarded in the UN with that stupid African uranium thing.
Yeah.
They tripped up on that. Oh, yeah, that little trailer. We were wrong. Oops. Done.
The little truck, the little bread truck full of biohazard material.
Almighty.
That looks stupid.
Don't you think we would have had a better cover story for the war than that stupid truck? We
Truck
all this
stunk.
It was awful.
He even looked like, oh my God, no one's going to buy this.
It was terrible. It was like a good humor truck.
Good humor truck that just gave out anthrax.
Poor Colin. It ruined him. Yeah, it sure did. Hey, we do have to take a break. We're a little late here, but we got to set up Makeup Stuff Tuesday because a lot of the bloggers are on to us. So we really, really, really need the help of the pest today.
Yeah.
Because now we're fighting spoilers.
Spoilers.
Well, I was going to say spoilers.
Spoil sports.
Yeah, thank you.
Spoiled sport.
There are bloggers out there that are trying to wreck our Makeup Stuff Tuesday every Tuesday. So we really need the help of the pest to spread this quickly and efficiently.
Bloggers are great. Sorry, I love bloggers. People you don't want to listen to, now you can go read them. Well, you're too boring to talk to. Think I'll read all your thoughts.
There's one guy that's blowing up our spot every week, and he's saying that he's a fan of the show. How could you possibly be a fan of this radio show?
Yeah, don't you get it?
And blow up our spot at the same time.
Just leave it alone.
You're not
leave
a fan
us
of
alone.
You're not a fan of the show whatsoever. And the pests know who you are, and they will be having fun with your blog.
Yeah.
Makeup Stuff Tuesday. Well, we got Thanksgiving right around the corner. We got the Macy's Day Parade happening here in New York City, right? Every year they have a bunch of new floats.
Balloons, the new balloons. That's the big thing. That's the big thing with the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade is the balloons. You know, those things that hit light posts or things and kill families from the Midwest?
Well, one family.
And then injured another one. And it's always there's always a problem with the wind. See, they don't understand. The wind blows the balloons around and then knocks over some lampposts. So, good luck to you this year. Who's the family that's in a hotel, like right now, all excited that they're here for Thanksgiving Day Parade? Who are they? The ones that are going to be clobbered and end up in a hospital.
Oh, it's going to be fine.
Yeah?
Yeah, it'll be fine.
All right, I hope so.
One year they decided to like fly the balloons a foot from the street.
Yeah.
Because the year before there was a tragedy.
Yeah, it was like they were dragging the balloons down the street.
But last year, oh boy, they were as high as they could be.
Hey, they forget easily.
A year goes by, it's back to normal for everybody. But we're going to list the balloons in this year's Macy's Day Parade, all the new balloons. And there's going to be one in there that's going to outrage the hell out of a lot of people.
Yes.
The Hitler balloon.
Hitler balloon.
Hitler balloon.
Now, this is to promote.
Start Googling. Number one on Google Trends today, baby.
Yeah.
Hitler balloon.
This is going to be to promote the movie Valkyrie.
Okay.
Yeah, because most people are rolling their eyes like, how are you going to pull this one off? But it's promoting the Tom Cruise movie.
Tom Cruise movie.
Because the balloons every year, they promote stuff because it's a marketing thing now, too. So we're going to have 3 or 4 new balloons. Hitler balloon's going to be in there, and there's already outrage, right?
And, yes, there's already outrage. We got to figure out a way how we're going to squeeze this in, though. Like, it's got to sound really good.
That's why we need the listeners to help out.
Yeah.
You guys need to call up and go, how do you feel about this Hitler balloon thing? We really need your help with this one because this might be tough.
We need an organization that is fake, obviously, but sounds legitimate, that is at the forefront of this outrage.
The spokesperson for JOB, Jews Against Hitler Balloons. JAHB.
Well, we're writing we're writing the AP story as we speak. This is how Make Up Stuff Tuesday works, though.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to take a break within seconds.
Yeah.
And now we don't mention this at all.
Then we don't mention it, that it's absolutely not happening. But the people that are listening now, you're in on the joke.
You're in on the joke, and at 7 o'clock, we're going to hit everybody with the Hitler balloon, and you'll be in on it. And that's when you should start calling and going, hey, guys, what do you think of this Hitler balloon? This is crazy, isn't it? All right?
Insanity.
Please be believable. If you suck at acting, then let someone else do this.
Don't even try.
All right? We got Charlie from across the way. He's on hold.
Charlie from across the way.
We'll talk to Charlie again today. And
Brett, where I said.
And we're going to find out where Erock is. Is Erock here yet? What happened to you?
Look at Erock.
Oh, my God.
What happened? You're not even at your post. Are you okay? You look all like...
We'll find out what's wrong with Erock today.
Let me take a look at you. All right.
Why are you looking all confused?
You look retarded, a little.
We'll talk...
All right, we'll talk to him.
We'll talk to Erock next. Every morning there's some kind of problem with one guy.
Some
Erock.
drama.
Starting to think it might be you, sir. It's Opie and Anthony. Dirty deeds and they're done dirt cheap. Dirty deeds and they're done dirt cheap.
Ooh.
Why couldn't I sing a song with you guys the other night?
Oh,
dirty deeds and they're done dirt cheap.
Could have done that one.
Or I could have sang harmonies on the Alice in Chains stuff.
Yep.
No.
I didn't even, know you were still there after a while, though. You were kind of hanging in the back by the bar area?
Yeah, just hanging in the corner by myself, being antisocial.
We got I think we're going to do something else in December over at Bar 9.
Okay.
Like something like that.
Cool.
Yeah. Just having some fun with the guys.
Reserve me a corner so I can be antisocial.
All right.
But it's just, whatever. It's Opie and Anthony. There's just always one guy that wrecks it.
Only one?
For the most part. Most of the fans are awesome.
Yeah.
I like talking to them. But then there's always one guy is just bores you to death with the same stupid questions.
You got to just smile and nod.
Talk hockey or something. Or music.
Or else you're the ass.
Yeah. 877-212-ONA. We're trying to take more phone calls on the Opie and Anthony show. So, what do you got, Jimmy?
I'm just wondering what I'm doing December 3rd. So Your Highness's returns at Town Hall.
Yeah.
Town Hall returns.
Yeah, we'll be there, by the way. Right after this show, we're going to head right down there and welcome Imus back to radio. Absolutely.
I-Man.
Unless they won't let us in, but we're heading there. All right, hey, we got Charlie from across the way. Let's see what he's doing today. Charlie, you creep. What's going on?
Hey, guys. How you guys doing?
Hey, man.
What's up, Charlie?
So yeah, I woke up at 5 this morning to hear you guys and to see you guys walking around. There's some commotion up there at the window during the commercial break. It was weird.
That commotion would be Tom Chiusano protecting us and making sure you're not a creep.
Yeah, Tom came in.
Because we just talked about you on the radio, so Tom came running in to kind of check out the situation.
Oh, all right. I can understand the security issue, but I'm just a neighbor, I promise.
Yeah.
Well, that was the commotion you saw. Everyone kind of like peeking through the windows trying to see where you were today.
Oh, I could have turned on a light if you wanted. You know, you kept me on hold long enough.
Get out.
It sounds creepy.
I know.
Kept me on hold long enough.
Get out. The phone call's coming from the other room.
Yeah.
You're creeping us out, Charlie.
Hey, guys, I don't mean to creep you out, but, you know, it's 6:30 in the morning. What else can I do?
Well, you said you're going to bring a broad home. When is that happening?
Okay, well, I spoke to the Israeli chick, and it's a go, but she goes to NYU Tisch, and she's an acting major.
Okay.
So she has kind of a busy schedule, but when it does happen, I will let you know a day in advance.
And Charlie, we'll turn the lights off here, and you can leave your lights on. And we'll turn the lights off here. Just let us know when it happens, and this way she won't look up and see 5 stupid faces pressed against the window staring.
Yeah, all you have to do is
look. I got to tell you, there's having her come over so I can have my way with her is one thing. That's easy, but convincing her to wake up early and pound her against the window with the cell phone in her face with her moaning on the radio it's a difficult. You take skills.
Tell her this though.
It's not waking up early, it's staying up late.
Yes, get her drunk.
Right.
While she's vomiting, tell her to throw up out this window.
Right. All right, Charlie, I'm glad you're just a neighbor, hopefully.
We'll be walking by one morning, we're going to see a red thing shining on us with a little light.
Yeah, the laser.
Hooked up in a scope.
Laser sight.
All right, Charlie.
I used to listen to you guys a lot back in the day before you went to XM and got kicked off the radio. But, the reason I listened to you 2 days ago was because Joe Rogan was on, and he's actually a client of mine. I work for a marketing firm, so you can thank him for, sort of unveiling the creature.
Rogan's involved with everything.
He's brought some weird stuff to the show.
Yeah.
It's like a lot of drug knowledge. Baby Bird, it was his suggestion.
Yeah.
And Charlie.
Yeah, Rogan's great, man.
And let's not forget what happened to Patty on Friday.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
That was a good one.
All right, Charlie, we got to let you go.
Oh, I don't get to sing a song for you?
What do you want to sing?
What do you want to sing,
All right,
creep?
Charlie the Creep, that's your name. What's up? What do you got?
Charlie the Creep. It's funny. I was at work, and I was thinking that was going to become my name. But, so do I have to tell you what song I'm singing? Or
No, if it's 80s New Wave, you want to do that, and we have to guess?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
All right.
Ready?
Yeah.
Okay. I would go out tonight, but I haven't got a stitch to wear.
Swanee River?
Man said it's gruesome that someone so handsome should care. Yeah?
I don't know.
The Smith, this charming man.
You're supposed to oh, man, you don't know how to, tease radio bits.
Steve from Pedro is insisting we'll never, ever see this guy having sex with a girl.
You have to understand that getting a girl in the bed, promise you don't play heavy metal, which I have here. No. You play the Smith.
Hey, Charlie, all right. Listen, we got to do a radio show. This is fun and all.
Yeah. It's great.
Oh, right.
You got to focus a little bit if you want to be a part of our show.
I'll take some Ritalin before I call your show next.
Thank you, Charlie.
Okay, Charlie.
Charlie.
From across the way.
We just wanted a quick phone call from Charlie from across the way, but then he set up the Joe Rogan thing, and then it gets us talking about Stalker Patty from Friday.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people still figuring out, did we get Stalker Patty stoned?
She certainly had something going on, that's for sure.
Did we get Stalker Patty stoned?
Out of it.
A funny thread on Whackbag the day it happened. It just said, Stalker Patty, worst pothead ever.
Worst pothead ever.
Joe Rogan was in. He had some of these, what are those strips called again?
It was like a Listerine breath strip, but It wasn't Listerine. It wasn't a breath strip. It was THC.
Right.
He puts it in his mouth, it dissolves, and he's beyond the point of needing to smoke pot like normal people do.
Yeah.
The guy has it in lollipops and strips, breath strips. Amazing.
So we brought Stalker Patty in later on in the show, and we basically said, hey, Patty, your breath sucks. Everyone says how bad your breath is. It could be all the coffee you drink at work. And we gave her a breath strip. Did we pull the old switcheroo?
The old switcheroo.
Did we give her one of the strips that Joe Rogan was carrying around?
Mm-hmm.
Well, it was very convincing. Stalker Patty was feeling the effects of marijuana.
Yeah.
Well, was it a plebo? What is it called?
A placebo.
A placebo thing, or was it the real deal? Well, someone took the audio and put it to White Rabbit. Here it is.
Hey, let's get Stalker Patty in here real fast.
Yes.
People are saying that you have really bad breath. Patty, have you ever tried the breath strips?
There you go. That's fine.
Why just give her a whole one?
Give her a second.
Did you just?
No.
You should have given her half.
Let her swallow it.
You just ate pot.
No, I did.
No, you ate pot in its purest form.
In its purest form.
Which is not even the pot. It's the drug that makes pot a drug.
I've never been high before.
Well, you're gonna be real high.
You're going to take a little trip, Patty.
You're not going
What
to.
do you mean, a little
It'll be a good trip.
To be honest with us, Patty, what are you feeling right now?
Scared.
Patty.
I'm saying.
Patty, what does this feel like? You
It
sound
feels weird.
a little strange,
I
Patty.
feel tired.
Patty, are you tired?
You might see some hallucinations.
Yeah.
Like what?
Are you seeing anything?
Well, it's stuff that is in your imagination.
Patty, what are you doing?
Patty, explain what's going on. Patty, what are you looking at? We don't see what you're looking at.
Why are you staring?
What are you looking at? Patty, why are you staring at his crotch?
He has it out.
He has what out?
I see his anatomy
What, just say
sticking
it.
out of his cheek.
No, you don't.
Yeah, it's
What?
right there.
What's wrong, Patty?
Oh my God.
Why are you screaming?
His pants are zipped up. What's the problem?
Yeah. Oh, this is insane.
Wait,
She's gone.
do you want to see his...
It's there.
It's not there.
No, I see it. It's there.
You want to see
there?
his...
It's already there. I'm already seeing it.
Seeing what, Patty? We don't see any. What are you seeing?
Patty, I'm looking right where you are.
We definitely should have gave her a half one.
You want to see his... What's the matter with you? She's staring.
Oh
Why do you...
God.
Wait,
Is
Patty,
it
tell us
real?
what you see. Tell us what you see.
I think it's real.
She's starting to see.
Is that what you see? That's really what you see?
That is a hell of a trip, man.
Patty, come on. Look at it again. Look at it again. Are you sure? Look at it again. Are you sure?
Patty.
Oh my God. Is it real?
Look at that. She's staring at his...
What do you see right now?
He has his thing out.
He has his thing out?
You're hallucinating, man.
Feed your head, Patty. Feed your head, Patty.
I saw his...
What a little potty mouth she turned into, too.
Certainly did.
That show got a lot of talk, man.
That was a fun one.
That created a lot of talk. Stalker Patty.
Worst pothead ever.
Worst pothead ever
It really was.
is the name of that segment. But the Patty videos, proud to say the Stalker Patty videos are now up on break.com from that fine show, thanks to Joe Rogan. And Derek made that, and we need more of those.
Yeah.
Because that is just, we were messing with her for over an hour.
Oh, there's plenty of audio, yeah.
She was seeing rabbits and guys in straitjackets. Monsters. She started itching like crazy, and we kept telling her stop itching, and she goes, "I'm not itching."
And she was just scratching her legs and
then
her hands.
Then she fell asleep. She was out cold for a while.
Yeah. Well, you said just lay down and go to sleep, and she went, okay, and she just sat down, and she was out. It was like talking to a Frankenstein robot. She was dope.
She was out in seconds.
I'm sorry, man. Something just on paper I just saw it bugged me.
Yeah, Erock. What happened now?
Erock.
You realize you're the only one that has things happen to you on a regular basis, right?
Yeah.
The first thing that happened, now I'll be honest, the other day, Opes took up for you. Mm-hmm. And if someone's going to stand up for you, you would think you would really make a concerted effort so that person wouldn't have to do it again.
Yeah, now you're losing me, too.
Because the guys would always kind of, goof on you for being late.
I'm trying to remember all the reasons he's been late.
Yeah.
There's
just been a cavalcade.
The fridge broke.
Don't forget the refrigerator
door falling off.
Falling off.
All sorts of things. But go ahead, sorry.
It's always some kind of, weird thing. So the guys are saying something, and Ope stuck up for you and said, knock it off. And then today, there was a little message, I guess, that came in that you were going to be late. The cops were over at your place?
Mm-hmm.
Now, was this for you?
No, it wasn't for me.
Oh.
When were the police there?
I was hoping it was for you.
Between 2 and 2:30 this morning.
For what?
There was a domestic disturbance at the apartment right next to mine.
Murder?
No, but the girl threatened to slice and stab her, I guess, fiance or husband.
See, when you live in an apartment, these things happen, because I remember things happening next door to me, and I'd put my ear against the wall and kind of listen in, and they'd be arguing, and it would be kind of fun. But you just kind of, you don't give it a second thought, especially if you're half asleep. Were you asleep and that woke you up out of a sound sleep?
There was screaming, glass was being thrown, some furniture toppled, and then a little later the cops knocked on our door and a few other doors asking what we heard and who actually called the police.
So when the cops came to your door, when did they take your alarm clock away?
That is a goddamn it. That's exactly what I was trying.
We're going to have to take... This is valuable evidence.
When did they decide, you know what, we have to take
Put the clock in the car, Junior.
We have to take this alarm clock away.
Daddy, my hat blew up. I hope your goddamn clock was in it.
When I get home, I'm going to punch your alarm clock right in the mouth.
So far, so good, but I can't get past the fact that you still had an alarm clock.
You looked a lot taller on my clock radio. That alarm clock is not an attention getter. Oh, Erock. So what did happen with the alarm clock?
That I couldn't tell you.
Oh, jeez.
That's just wonderful.
So you got up for a few minutes, and then went back to what happened? You collapsed back in your little bed, and you just when did you wake up? I believe it was 5:40.
This is what he said to his girl.
Let me have a Diablo sandwich, a Dr. Pepper, make it fast. I'm in a goddamn hurry.
I'm in a goddamn hurry.
That's how he sounded.
That's how a Diablo sandwich and an alarm clock.
That's what he said as soon as he woke up late. Great.
So 5:40.
Wow, you're so on your own now, Erock. Good luck to you.
What time were you supposed
lost your
to
biggest
be up?
support.
What time do you usually get up? It's between 4 to 4:15. So you overslept by 90 minutes? Yeah. What woke you up?
Fire department coming to the window of a flaming apartment.
Yeah, I had hunger pains, man. I
think he was hungry. Oh, Erock.
What woke me up was being repeatedly elbowed, saying, "Your phone is ringing. Answer it." How come you're all sleepy now?
Yeah.
I'm not really sleepy. You're very sluggish.
You're
kind of numb.
Numb.
Why are you numb? You should be more awake than any of us. You got 90 extra minutes.
Yeah. Oh, what I would do at 90 minutes.
Are you kidding
I'd be doing
me?
cartwheels in this place.
Do you know how happy I am when I get up and I see my alarm says 5:18 or 5:17? I go, oh my God, I can sleep till 5:29. I reset it for 5:29.
Rub it in, you bastard.
12 extra minutes I get.
12 minutes
yeah,
is
I
like...
go to bed at 1.
I'll lay there like this with my face on the pillow, and you look at the clock and you go, oh, I got 4 minutes. 4 minutes left. 90 minutes!
What's better than waking up and you realize, oh my God, it's only 3 o'clock, I can go back to sleep, I just had to tinkle. Is there anything better
Complete
than
sleep, too.
Oh.
Like, you're like, okay, it's not even one of these I could shut my eyes a few minutes. You get some, like, quality hour time.
I have an extra 40 minutes.
90 minutes! So what are you numb for, or tired, or...
This isn't a reason for anything, but my medicine is not working well with me.
Oh, no. So is this a medication thing?
Kind of.
What are you on?
Klonopin.
Holy mother of pearl.
Why are you on
You're
that?
on Klonopin?
That's what the doctor gave me.
For what?
Jesus.
You got some kind of anxiety thing?
When they ruled out the neuropathy, they went right for the anxiety. And so I'm on that and B12 supplement and shot.
It's like giving Karen Ann Quinlan a Quaalude. Why?
B12.
You're fine. I mean,
I love how he puts the Klonopin in the same category as a B12 shot.
B12?
Wow, watch out for the B12.
I'd like a Flintstones chewable and a Vicodin.
Right. Boy, that's a deadly cocktail. You're doing a Belushi on us.
Okay, yeah, that's a good point. So the medicine makes it hard to hear alarms, but not domestic violence next door.
Right, exactly.
That's a good point.
Dude, get off the effing Klonopin.
Maybe you should hire that couple to come next door at 4:15 and just fight next to your bed.
What? Huh? What's the Klonopin supposed to do?
The Klonopin, it's supposed to, like when I was having breathing problems and everything, if you feel like you're having a panic attack, I guess, or some kind of buildup.
You are really high right now.
Yes,
holy Jesus, you're kind of slurring your speech a little.
You're not supposed to take it before or during work. You're supposed to take it late in the afternoon or evening. And
so when did you take it?
5
in the morning. It was like 8:30, 9 o'clock. We took it before.
Dude, my mom, she's got severe OCD. She does the Klonopin. Get the F off the Klonopin. What you need, it's so simple.
A smack in the face.
I could cure all your problems. You need to eat right and exercise. All this crap will go away. I'm telling you.
Hey, Tom Cruise over here. You're being glib, Opie.
I'm telling you, though, in his case...
That's a big part.
Yeah, that is huge.
You know how much caffeine he drinks a day with his iced tea?
Knock off the caffeine, exercise, and eat better, and you will, first of all, you'll pass out going to sleep, and then you'll get a healthy, regular, because you're tired sleep.
Right.
And then you'll wake up, and you'll notice that you won't have apnea problems and things like that.
It was supposed to. That was the other thing. It's supposed to help with the sleep because I couldn't stay asleep.
Well, this keeps you asleep. Even if your apnea tries to wake you up, this keeps you out. Good, Reggie White. You're going to wind up dying in your sleep because you can't. When you wake up because of apnea, that's your body going, you're going to die.
Yes, you've stopped a function that is necessary for life.
Do you go as Erock 111 online?
No.
You sure?
Positive.
Let's see.
You play any PlayStation games?
I don't have a PlayStation.
Online? Okay. All right, just asking. All right, well, there you go. We got a drugged up Erock today. That's just terrific.
I'll tell you what, though, the eating right and exercise, you will go to bed and fall asleep because you're tired. Your body is tired from doing what it's supposed to be doing. Taking drugs to get to sleep, stuff like that, no, not good. Make yourself tired.
Dude, you were doing good, man. You were eating better. It's hard. It's real hard, but just work out a little bit. How you stop working out?
All right.
No, but just not as much as I used to.
Dude, how old are you?
29.
Jesus. What the hell's wrong with you?
I did 8 rounds on the heavy bag yesterday, and then I went out.
You really have no, he has no real problems.
And the story.
Right, except for his numbness.
The numbness.
But that's from the Klonopin.
Numb. It's called, the doctor just called him a numbskull, and he took it to heart.
He actually has to call in retarded for work. Yeah, but that stuff to go to sleep is bad, man. I don't even take melatonin when I gotta get up in the morning.
No,
that's a natural thing, but it will make me very sluggish on the air. I can't do it.
Yeah.
Can't
do that.
All right, we got to
take Darvocet or something else. It's all bad stuff.
I don't know what that is.
I don't either. I just like the way it sounds.
Does sound good.
Yeah.
That's serious.
Stupid drugs. Prescription drugs. Stupid prescription drugs.
How about some
Most of them are a waste.
So, all right, I'll stop taking it today.
Smoke some hash.
No, I'm not a doctor. That's my opinion. Don't just say, all right, I'll stop taking it. But
no, you can't just stop taking what your doctor ordered. But
I believe you can solve a lot of things with, a good diet and a lot of exercise.
Well, I'm a doctor. Here's what I say. Take Viagra and then blood thinners and just watch the fun begin.
Oh, my God.
They won't know what to do. Up, down, up, down, up, down.
It's like a clogged toilet, like with the water rising. Oh, God, how big is this thing going to get?
And then it goes back because the blood thinners wreck everything. Take some diabetes medication. You got to hoist it up with a crane.
The blood goes to the tippy top. Is it going to overflow on me here? All right, Erock, whatever. Do whatever you do.
Oh,
crap.
Erock.
Sluggish, Eric.
You are sluggish today.
Are you capable of pushing a button today?
Can you man that post today?
Yeah.
Yeah?
All right.
Even on the dope?
Why don't you push that button?
You junkie.
All right.
Go ahead, druggie.
This is the Opie and Anthony Show.
That was a big delay, Erock.
Oh.
Hey, good morning. To all the pests in the audience today. It's Opie and Anthony. What's up, Boston? Boston.
Okay, Boston.
What's up, Buffalo?
Celebrating me third wife's Jimmy's.
Good afternoon, Cleveland. Mid-morning for Washington. How are you guys?
Buffalo.
I said Buffalo.
Oh.
The home of Fred
Buffalo.
Reagan. I said that already.
I like saying Buffalo.
Buffalo.
They're good peeps up there.
They absolutely are.
Fox is, I want to hit this. Fox is getting a lot of crap, and let's hope they don't back off. There's a show called Back to You, and Fred Willard is on it, and apparently they made a politically incorrect joke about Polish people,
boy.
which kind of annoys me because they wouldn't have dared said it about blacks or another ethnic group, but it's still a funny line. Apparently Fred Willard, at issue is a recent episode of Back to You in which one character said to another, bowling is in your Polish blood, like kielbasi and collaborating with the Nazis. I think it's a hilarious
Oh, wow.
that even reads funny.
Okay.
That's good.
That is a funny line.
Oh, is that a good one?
So what are they upset? Who's upset?
Polish people. Well, the Nazis certainly aren't.
Polish people, like just any.
Polish, it's called the
Nazis certainly.
I'm a quarter Polish. Not offended.
Not offended. Not even a quarter.
I guess that
offended.
doesn't work unless I was over half Polish, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, it's called the Polish Congress or something. They want to sit down with Rupert Murdoch.
You know what? Go F yourself.
I'm just reporting.
Wake up, people.
They want to sit down with Rupert Pupkin.
Right.
Oops, they made a mistake.
Yeah. They're demanding to meet with Les Moonves over what was said at Fox. They'll be pounding on Les's door, be like, what are you talking about? It's not our show.
Yeah. Go away. Well,
it's amazing that people are just such babies about anything racial, anything ethnic. It's like, that's a funny line. How do you not see that's a funny line?
You know what? Run an episode of All in the Family. That'll calm everybody down. Just throw that on primetime TV nowadays. Right? Speaking of controversy.
That brings up this story, and this one I don't even know if I can agree with.
Really?
You know my stance. Parade Führer. You'll know the Macy's Thanksgiving Day parade's coming up.
There's a
here in the city.
record.
I know. Oh, why can't there just be a parade field somewhere that we could hold all these parades in the city?
You know what?
And street fairs and stuff? Just an area that isn't used for public transportation in the pinnacle of the free world.
You know what? It's the Macy's Day, Thanksgiving Day, Balloon Day, Eating Turkey Day parade. That's the only parade that they should allow every year.
Because people aren't really out.
No
working.
And the only
you make a point.
The only reason I say that is because everyone clears out of the city to go to Grandma's house, and it's a perfect day for a parade. No one's doing their thing in the city.
Okay, only this parade's allowed. That's what I say.
And because
as mayor,
and because I don't want the mafia pissed off at me, I would go with the Columbus Day parade as well.
It should be held on a sinkhole. They should make them walk in a circle in a sinkhole, and just watch them occasionally plunge to their deaths and smothered by sod.
Well, you know, every year they add new balloons.
Yeah, it's become a marketing thing for the most part. Another way to just market.
Well, that's what it is. Marketing,
TV shows.
Yep.
And
toys.
Toys.
It's a big commercial is what these balloons have turned into. And let's see, Parade Führer. One of the 4 new balloons in the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade is causing a public uproar from citizens and politicians. In an effort to promote the latest movie, Tom Cruise movie, Valkyrie, United Artists quietly signed a deal to include a Hitler balloon in this year's parade. Other new balloons this year include Shrek, Hello Kitty, Super Cute, Sesame Street's Abby Cadabby.
What the hell is Abby Cadabby?
I've never heard of Abby Cadabby. And Care Bear's Winter Funderland.
Yuck.
Then we got a quote. It's completely outrageous that Macy's would even think this is remotely acceptable. They need to stand up and remove this balloon from the parade. Hitler has no place in the Thanksgiving Day celebration, said Barry Klein, head of the Association for Protection of Jewish Heritage. We are calling for an immediate nationwide boycott and its subsidiaries until the balloon, blah, 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 pulled from... Yeah, they want the balloon pulled from the parade. Valkyrie stars Tom Cruise and centers around the plot to kill Hitler by a group of German officers in order to seize power to end World War II. United Artists was revived last year by Tom Cruise. Their last film,
Wagner.
Lions and Lambs, blah, 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 blah.
Well, they revived United Artists, and their first movie was Lions for Lambs.
Yeah, good one.
Good comeback.
Yeah, that was still on life support.
Oh.
But, this story's pretty much just hit. And, is there going to be some outrage?
What do they mean by Hitler balloon, though?
One of the balloons...
No, I understand that,
is going to be in the image of Hitler. Now, I don't know if it's going to be exactly like... Is it going to be a giant Hitler balloon, or is it a balloon about somehow tied into the movie?
I think it's Hitler eating a turkey leg.
It's dabbing his little mustache with a napkin.
Gotta love that.
Gravy in it, and Goebbels is giggling at him.
You gotta love the headline, Parade Führer.
Yeah, Parade Führer. Anytime Hitler's comes up in the news and people are angry, they always say Führer, making it like they're angry, but he was the Führer. So Hitler balloon is one of the new balloons included this year in the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. And outrage from politicians, citizens, and certain groups. Man, who the hell thought that would be a good idea? Like I'm completely open, free speech, whatever the hell you want, but that's a little off when you think the little kiddies are going to be around watching the parade. And how do they, they always get the stupid news people to anchor the parade.
Yeah.
They're like, and making its way around, here comes the Cat in the Hat. Here comes the Cat in the Hat, ladies and gentlemen. What a wonderful day, and a beautiful day for this parade. This is great temperatures. Look there's a happy young child looking at the Cat in the Hat balloon as it makes its way down the parade route on this Thanksgiving Day parade. Just a wonderful day. Look at all the colors, the marching bands coming down the street. Oh, and there he is. There he is coming down the street. It's Adolf Hitler. Adolf Hitler is making his way down the parade route. You might remember Adolf Hitler killed millions and millions of people back in World War II before taking his own life after killing himself in the bunker. He was brought out and burned by his troops so as not to be his body captured by the Russians. But here he is making his way down the Thanksgiving Day parade route. Adolf Hitler balloon.
We got to find out more about this because that just sounds completely insane.
It really does.
And they're not going to have Katie Couric or whoever the hell they're going to have this year saying Hitler balloon on national TV.
And is he going to be flying? Like, there's poses that these things do. Like, I know Underdog is flying when they had the Underdog balloon. The Cat in the Hat was just kind of standing up. I think that's the one that hit the light post that took down a family a couple of years back. That's a very tall one. But the Hitler one, I would guess probably doing that little Heil Me thing. And maybe like leaned over a little bit so he fits under the lights.
That's pretty effed up. We have to find out more info on this.
And I don't know how detailed a uniform he'll be wearing, but I cannot see anyone putting up with a swastika on the parade route.
No, I think they'll. If they are, I think they would have to do this in a taste.
How do you do a Hitler balloon tastefully?
I don't know.
There's no way to tastefully put Hitler balloon in the Thanksgiving Day parade.
Yes, well, the news story is calling it the Hitler balloon. I'm thinking it's I don't think Macy's. Or,
you don't think it's that blatant?
No, I don't think they're calling it the Hitler balloon. I think that how the news likes to sensationalize everything. They're calling it the Hitler balloon. It's probably very subtle and very tasteful.
The way to do it tastefully is if he has a look on his face with his eyes rolled up, like, all right, I screwed up. All right, I was naughty.
Let's say hi to Jeff in Jersey. Jeff, what's going on?
Hey, Jeff.
Hey, how you doing, guys?
Hey, pretty good.
I'm listening to you guys, and I'm just like freaking out. Like, I can't believe these guys would come out with a Hitler balloon.
Yeah, I know. It's
we all got to calm down, though. The news story is calling it the Hitler balloon. I think it's got to be like there's something else to this. Obviously,
maybe it has more to do with the movie than directly with Hitler, but they're calling it Hitler, the Hitler balloon.
This is. I hope it crashes like the Hindenburg.
Oh, get out of the way. Oh, that's the worst catastrophe I've ever seen.
Let's go to Corey in Columbus. Corey, what's going on?
Good morning, boys.
Good morning.
I wanted to know, do you think the balloon handlers are going to be goose-stepping?
Now, see, that would really be in poor taste.
Of all the dramatic things I've ever seen.
Oh, my God, Adolf Hitler balloon is making its way down the road.
Goodness gracious.
I guarantee you the Hitler balloon will be more charismatic than Roger Clemens was in Steinbrenner's box.
Yeah.
I'm back. Y'all be seeing me again, just not in the postseason.
I'm back. I'm going to go 4-6 for you. Or whatever the hell you went.
Yeah, real soon.
Worst speech ever.
Yeah, let's say hi to Chris in Queens. Chris, what's up?
Yo, what's going on?
Hey, Chris.
Hey, man.
I'm 100% Polish, and I definitely wasn't offended by that. I was more offended by that Abby Gabby stupid balloon.
Abby Kadabi.
Abby Kadabi.
I don't know what Abby Kadabi is, and they didn't have a picture of him in that article. But
there you go. The new balloons this year is the. They're calling it the Hitler balloon. Also the Shrek balloon. Hello Kitty, super cute. Sesame Street's Abby Kadabi and Care Bears winner Funderland balloon. Hey, Jimmy, that line we got it from Back to You.
Oh, okay.
We started the break with what? They're in a little trouble about this line, and here it is.
Fox, Fred Willard, yeah.
Oh.
Come on, Jerschwiski, you're the best bowler at the station. It's in your Polish blood, like kielbasa and collaborating with the Nazis.
Good line, man.
Funny line. I don't know. This is funny.
That'll blow over, won't it?
Yeah.
Oh, the Munchkins are getting their own star. I'm just watching Munchkins.
Oh, God.
Like,
what creepy freaks.
The ones that are alive, there's like a bunch of little old people Munchkins, and they're getting their own star.
Really? They should just cement them in the sidewalk.
So you can walk right over them,
right over
themselves.
Hi, how you doing?
Oh, God.
Oh, my God.
Oh, look, one was in a little wheelchair.
It certainly was.
These guys have...
Baby stroller.
How old are the Munchkins now?
Come on, everyone from that movie's dead.
68.
Oh, my God.
Wow.
But look at his ears.
It's Yoda. It's Yoda.
He's the most
Dude,
wrinkled man
I
ever.
need a screen cap of that.
Wow.
They're singing.
They all have big ears. Maybe Munchkins have regular... Maybe, like, these people have regular-sized ears.
Fidgets.
Little known fact, Jimmy, your ears continue to grow your entire life.
Why did it take 68 years, they're saying?
Should have taken longer. Why would they get a star?
Look at them. And now the two yentas are smiling and like, oh, what a great story, instead of going, oh, my God, did you see that freak's ears?
Exactly. Yeah. Ugh. Bunch of stupid alcohol fetal syndrome victims 70 years later.
Hey, in other news...
That's Abby Kadabi. Oh, what a cute little Muppet.
Abby sucks.
In other news, we lost a legend. We lost a legend.
Do we have any of these old...
Big Star?
The tomatoes, squeeze the melons, but please don't squeeze the new Charmin bathroom tissue.
Well, that's him, Dick Wilson, the man who played Mr. Whipple, and for more than 20 years has died. Charmin's most famous pitchman passed away this morning of natural causes in California. Now, we all know him from those famous commercials, but he also appeared in episodes of Bewitched, Hogan's Heroes, and the Bob Newhart Show.
Oh, well.
Was 91.
91.
Mr. Whipple.
Wow, okay, he did all right.
You think they're going to line his coffin with Charmin?
Charmin toilet paper.
It's so soft.
What a creep he was.
I think he went on the bowl.
I hope so.
How ironic would that be?
I hope so. And he was out of paper. I hope he was reaching for a new role, and the strain made his heart stop.
Oh,
and he died like Elvis.
He had to do the waddle across his house to find some toilet paper.
He died duck walking with his pants around his ankles and a periscope behind him. Good. He was.
Hey, Jimmy, I got a question for you. Do you think Mr. Whipple liked the toilet?
No, I mean, the way he would handle toilet paper, you'd be like, this guy loves toilet paper. He loves it. That's all he thinks of.
That's all he thinks about, huh?
Oh, what a creep.
Yeah. A lot of other people were in those commercials with him, too.
Yeah?
Oh.
Yeah, they were like, I don't know, just, I really should, like, check that out before I actually just blurt it out like an idiot.
It's an interesting point. Of course, I'm going to go who, or Opie's going to go who, and you have...
And I have nothing. I think one of the Mythbusters guys, when he was very young, was one of the guys working at the supermarket.
Oh,
that
really?
was caught squeezing the Charmin.
Really?
He got caught?
He got caught, and Mr. Whipple yelled at him. And then, of course, Mr. Whipple he'd yell at the person squeezing the Charmin, go, please don't squeeze the Charmin. And then he'd be standing there squeezing it, and the person would turn around and go, Mr. Whipple, and he'd go, and he'd pull it out and just start cranking.
And he'd go, you know what it was? Mr. Whipple said, I don't even realize I'm doing this. My therapist told me to do it when I want to act out sexually. I squeeze toilet paper. It was hypnotic suggestion. Mr. Whipple really thought he was attacking a hitchhiker with a hammer.
Constantly squeezing. Creep.
The gentle chiding. Oh, Mr. Whipple.
Oh,
Put that away. You're within 500 yards of his school.
He was a fondler.
He was a fondler.
There he is.
God, look at him. Look at him.
Oh, he takes it away from him. He almost smacked her.
Look at that. A hot blonde.
His bad comb over.
And he just wanted to squeeze the melons.
It's even softer. Oh, and she's measuring how thick and what the girth of it.
Yeah, Mr. Whipple carried his own little tape measure.
Yeah.
Which, believe me, he used to show off at other times. Look what Mr. Whipple has for you.
It's the cardboard tube.
And she's rubbing the Charmin on his face, and Mr. Whipple just loves it.
Yeah.
All these bad 70s chicks rubbing toilet paper on
look
their
at
face.
him. Look at him. It looks like he likes things rubbed on his face.
Good thing it's not a German or Japanese film. The Charmin would come in much handier at the end of the movie. For cleanup.
2 girls, 1 roll. And even into the 80s and stuff, he's dressed like he's working at a general store from 1950 with the bow tie.
And that white lab coat.
Yeah.
You think he was sick of talking about toilet paper?
Every day of his life, dude. Every day of his life, the second he came out of the house.
Right.
Hey, Mr. Whipple, did you squeeze the Charmin?
Are you going to be squeezing a Charmin today? I get it.
And he probably hated Charmin. Like in his house, he would use a bidet and socks. Anything but Charmin.
Ripped up brown paper bag. He wanted to pay penance.
Mr. Whipple, that's hysterical. Hey, just squeeze the Charmin.
Oh, sorry, Mr. Whipple. He's had it.
Part of the John Birch Society. Angry Mr. Whipple. He's a segregationist.
Stupid Mr. Whipple.
Well, Godspeed, Mr. Whipple.
I guess God needed all right.
Toilet paper salesman.
God needed a wiper.
God needed a janitor.
Now he's an angel up on a cloud, and I hope it's as soft as his own Charmin bathroom tissue.
Yes.
Now he can wipe with a cloud. Leaving.
He won't be wiping with a cloud. All of a sudden, we'll be looking up and see things falling through the cloud. What is that? It's raining truffles.
Got to finish the line, though. God needed a what? We don't have it.
A shill?
We'll figure it out.
A pederast?
A secretor? Let's say hi to Dan in East Meadow. Dan.
Hey, boys. How you doing today?
Pretty good.
Dan. Do they call you Dan the Man?
They do.
Shut up. Who cares?
What do you got, Dan?
Oh, and hey, you guys missed a great line by Jimmy about the Munchkins.
Yeah?
Yeah, you, Anthony, you said that one of them was in a wheelchair, and Jimmy said no, it was a baby stroller.
Thank you, sir. I did say that.
I didn't hear that.
Very good. AJ.
Why you?
In Maryland. What's up, AJ?
Hey, boys, how's it going?
Good,
man.
bro.
Hey, a little while back with that Hitler balloon,
Yeah.
Dan had a pretty good line, and everybody missed it. He goes, I cannot see anybody going for this.
Did you say I could not see? Oh, I didn't
Cannot see anybody going for this.
Very good. Yeah, there you go. A Hitler balloon as part of the parade this year.
Yeah.
Well, this news story is calling it the Hitler balloon. Obviously, that would be completely insane. So there's got to be more to this. Hopefully, we'll get more info as the morning goes on here.
I'm just thinking, why would they call it the Hitler balloon if Hitler isn't included in it?
True.
Like, if it's just a balloon about the movie Valkyrie, that's another thing. I don't know. Is there imagery in it? Is it like a montage-type balloon where he's in it?
Maybe it's a misprint, and maybe they're actually Erock's neighbors, and it's a hit her balloon.
Hit her.
Yeah, that's a little funny wordplay.
A domestic...
All right, listen. A vaudeville hook should drag me off a chair after the wordplay joke. I hit her balloon, folks. No, he didn't. See?
Hey, show. We're heading toward another break. We got a great lottery story, Lotto story. A Lotto winner that was keeping his winnings away from his wife.
Yeah,
and it wasn't
on the QT.
It wasn't $1,000 scratch-off ticket.
No.
This was like the real deal, millions of dollars. And he was like, "I don't want to share this with my wife." We got the story next. It's a great one. Also, bar owner tears customer's scrotum.
What? How did I miss that one?
Well, we'll get into that next as well. Tyson went to jail for, a day?
Yeah.
We got lots to do. And let's not forget, tomorrow's the big day, the dumb off.
Dumb off. I cannot wait for this.
The dumb
Rich
off.
Voss.
Rich Voss, Robert Kelly,
and Francine. Who's dumber? Wow.
Doing a little Jeopardy so we get all their answers.
That's tight.
They're going to be writing down answers. It's basically a ripoff of Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader?
Yeah.
We'll acknowledge that. Of course it is.
Yeah,
but
the quiz stuff has been done for millions of years.
Yeah, but...
millions.
Millions.
But we're not going to...
And he just goes, as a matter of fact, millions,
They
yes.
actually traced it back to Aztecs.
Did they?
Yes.
But we're not going to be as...
quiz shows.
We're not going to be as...
Throw you off the volcano or something if you... No? Sorry. I lost track.
Are you smarter than a fig leaf? That's how they did it back then.
But we're not going to be as nice as...
You went biblical.
We're not going to be as nice as Jeff Foxworthy.
No.
The other night he had Kelly Pickler on.
Oh, yeah?
Do we have the audio of that? And he was...
Is she still playing stupid, or...
You think she's playing stupid?
Yes.
See, when she was on American Idol, I thought she was quite attractive. But her dumbness just takes you out of the game.
Some people find that attractive. I think she sees it as like her claim to fame, so she pours on her dumbness.
She was so stupid on that show, and I was just begging. I was yelling at my TV, Jeff Foxworthy, will you say something like, just go after her?
Did he hear you?
No. Oh, damn. I was kind of bummed he didn't.
Yeah.
Plus the fact that it was a tape show.
You wear foil on your head. Yeah. And they hear you, but... They can't read your thoughts.
I don't know. It's like, come on. I wanted him to just say, you're not this stupid, are you?
Yes, I am.
All right, but we got our dumb off tomorrow on the Opie and Anthony show, and in honor of that, the boys made this the last time Rich was in.
The History Channel and Jimmy Dean Sausage Links, with a grant from the Picket Fence Dental Corporation, present 20th Century American History with renowned scholar and member of Mensa, Rich Voss.
I know a lot about it.
Dr. Voss will take you on a breathtaking journey through history's most poignant milestones.
What event took the world to the brink of World War III in 1962?
The Bay of Pigs in Cuba.
Oh, my
God. Oh, no, the Russian missile crisis.
Oh, my God.
With every outburst, Rich Voss gets dumber and dumber.
In 1962, what almost brought us to World War III? It had to be the Bay of Pigs in Cuba when...
no, it's not the Bay of Pigs.
Your head will spin.
Who was the U.S. president when World War II ended?
The war ended with the dropping of the atomic bombs.
That didn't actually end World War II.
You've never met a Jew who knows less about World War II than Rich Voss.
What was the World War where Germany was going and taking, just out of control?
By the way, I've never wanted to punch someone more than you.
Are you talking to me?
Yes.
It's pretty embarrassing when you think about it. So tune in to 20th Century American History and watch in amazement as an old Jewish man goes from mildly coherent to babbling pile of mush in the course of an hour.
You know, it's all history from there.
Coming to the History Channel.
All right, hey, this is Bill Burr. I am going to be at Caroline's Comedy Club in New York City, right in Times Square at the crossroads of the world, on December 6th through December 9th. For tickets, go to www.carolines.com or 212-757-4100 for tickets. 212-757-4100 for tickets. Please come down and look at my big head.
Anthony. Opie and Anthony. Opie and Anthony.
Opie and Anthony.
It's the Opie and Anthony Show.
Good morning. Opie and Anthony with ya.
Hey.
Taking a lot of phone calls. That's our new thing. If you got something for the show, 877-212-O&A. What else is America talking about today? Well, we got hate crimes rising 8%.
Are they?
In 2006.
Never would have guessed it.
Now, you're good with stats. What does that mean, Anthony?
It means hate crimes are rising.
Yeah, there's no way.
I won't even fudge those.
No other way to look at that?
I just see it kind of happening, yeah.
Hate crimes rose 8% in 2006.
A lot of hatred in this country right now. I don't know what the hell the deal is. It just is. How much percent?
8%.
Over what?
That's crap, that stat. Well, all that means is the things they're classifying as hate crimes.
I was going to say.
Very good, Jim.
I think it has something to do with the definition, which probably has been broadened over the years.
Yep.
There was a gay guy who was targeted, they were doing gay sex hookups online at this park. So this one guy, they targeted him to meet there just to
JN?
No. That's not accurate.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Oh, wait, that'd be Jim Norton.
Yes.
Yes, it would.
No, and so the guy, they guess they robbed the guy and killed him or whatever. They were charged with a hate crime, but it was a robbery. So it's crap. It's, anything done to a minority group is now considered a hate crime. Anything
no matter what it is, yeah.
to white people is just considered a crime, and the motive is just the crime.
Yeah.
That's how you classify hate crimes.
All right, well, it's up 8% in 2006. we got... Tyson went to jail on that cocaine rap for a day, or is today the day?
That's it?
One day he got.
How do you get a day?
Would it be funny if he got raped and shanked?
Comes out a completely different person.
Yeah.
More tattoos and just, huh?
How did he get a day?
How did Lindsay Lohan get an hour and a half?
That's like an insult.
Well, I don't think Lindsay Lohan's criminal career has spanned the
you're right.
scope of Mike Tyson's.
But why go through the whole process of putting someone in jail for a day or an hour? Why don't you just tell her to clean up the garbage in the parking lot and be done with it?
Yeah.
It's so stupid.
But that in Georgia, it's just the criminal justice system stinks. That kid was 18 or 19 at a party, and the girl was like 17, or he was 17, she was 15. It was like the 2-year difference. And they had, they had oral sex, and he went to jail for 10 years, and he's been in jail. He's out now, but he spent all that time because of that stupid loophole in the Georgia law.
Right.
What about the kids with the little weed on them, and next thing you know, they're in jail for 20 years.
20 years for weed.
20 plus years.
People that kill people are getting in and getting out, and they still got to sit there because of a little bit of pot.
There are people in jail that long for that?
Yeah.
Especially
down south.
Randy Credico is a comedian. I think he was fighting. What do they call those the laws?
It's the Rockefeller.
Right.
Rockefeller law. Yeah, I know this stuff.
Rockefeller.
What was it for? What would they do?
I don't know. I just know that.
News is doing the Hitler balloon story. Yeah.
Whoa.
They're doing a story on the Thanksgiving Day parade. They're showing balloons.
A montage of balloons.
Here's the new ones, the Shrek.
Right.
But the big controversy is the Hitler balloon. There's Abby Cadabby, a cute little Muppet.
Hello Kitty. Aww!
Hello Kitty. It's going to be a big one with the kids. And then where does Hitler balloon fit in? I don't even know.
Well, supposedly it's promoting the Tom Cruise movie Valkyrie?
Yeah.
Which is coming out in the summer?
They're coming back with it. They just showed an outrage graphic. I couldn't tell what that was.
Well, it was that...
it was very red.
Yeah, red and just, distorted.
Yes.
Like you have a migraine headache.
Yeah. It looked like it was pulsating.
Right.
That's anger. The anger graphic on the news. Oh, and then my favorite, the doctor with the dirty syringes. They picked the worst picture of that guy ever.
What was he doing?
Dr. Finkelstein. Dr. Harvey Finkelstein.
What happened to Harvey?
Harvey Finkelstein. Harvey was apparently using dirty needles.
Okay.
He was reusing needles and medicine bottles and giving people injections and subsequently hepatitis and perhaps AIDS to some of his patients.
He literally should be dragged out by his hair and just shot.
It
We
looked like.
really, in society, need to start doing that. We need to drag people out and just put bullets in them.
Mm-hmm.
That would teach you to not reuse. How much are you saving reusing needles, Mr. Finkelstein?
Finkelstein. And I've only seen one picture of him on the news. It's the same picture, and it's awful. It looks like they caught him in mid-sneeze. He's just kind of...
Looks like he just woke up.
Yeah.
Got bedhead.
He's got Larry Fine hair, first of all. Hey, Mo, I'm reusing the needles. He's got that hair, and his eyes are all... his glasses are askew.
How did he find out he was reusing them, though?
I guess when someone got hepatitis after going to see him.
Maybe a nurse.
And they
somebody
figured
ratted
something
him
out. Yeah, someone had to rat him out.
Needles aren't that expensive, first of all. But
I know.
And I think Jimmy's right. I don't think you want to, get nuts in this country. But I think we just should set a day aside, drag people into the street, and put a bull in the back of their head. That would calm a lot of people down in this country.
That's, sounds like you might want to celebrate the Hitler balloon if you start talking about those tactics.
No,
I'm just
they
saying.
didn't have crimes they were convicted of. The Hitler's people. They were killing people for no reason. This is a guy who gave someone AIDS or hepatitis because he's a chiseler.
We're talking about
drag him out.
We're talking about justification here.
One to the back of the head.
For people that deserve it.
Oh, okay.
For horrific things.
Well, now you're making sense.
They're doing.
A foot on the hump in his back and then just a bullet.
All right. So, any due process.
Well, you ask the nurse. Ask the nurse.
We don't need that
Ask
anymore.
the nurse.
Hey, also, we got Michael Vick. He turns himself in to begin jail sentence on his dogfighting case.
Good for him.
He went in early because it's so funny because he went in early and they're like, oh, that's showing some guilt and responsibility.
Oh, that's nice.
No, it's not. It's showing that he looked at the calendar and said, all right, if I go in now, there's a very good chance I could be playing football.
Right.
When football season, rolls around.
He'll probably miss. Will he miss this season and next season?
Yeah, but I think he's trying to only miss one season. I think he got together with his lawyers and they said, look, if you go in now, there is a slight possibility we could get you back on that football field. He's not doing it because he's taking responsibility. He's thinking about his future.
Just getting it over with.
Everything people do, it's only thinking about damage control for yourself and how you can get back. There's never any sincere apologies in this world. It just doesn't happen that way. People don't think that way.
No.
So when you see somebody do something like this, it's not because he's thinking, oh, it was bad. You're absolutely right. He's thinking, if I go in now, I could time this out right.
So he's going in like 30 days early. And then you got A-Rod winning his third MVP. Ugh. Hate A-Rod.
Did he win it unanimously? They said he might win unanimously.
26 of 28 first-place votes, Jimmy.
Who else did they vote for?
And he's another guy saying that he has unfinished business in New York, and that's why he re-signed with the Yankees.
Unfinished business.
Such crap. Unfinished business. Please.
Nice chunk of change.
And yes, he had unfinished $275 million to collect. That's unfinished business. There's $275 million on the table. I have some unfinished business. Take it.
Yeah, exactly.
He's a douche, and he's not a postseason performer. I would take Reggie Jackson and his, 260 average and dropping balls in right field. I would be better in right field if I just used my mouth to catch the flies than Reggie was.
But Reggie Jackson's quite old.
I'd still take him. You know why? Because he performed in the postseason. He wasn't a choking bum.
Yeah.
He wasn't a choking bum.
With A-Rod, he's so consistently bad in postseason. It's ridiculous.
And Jeter, you know what? For all my dislike of Jeter, the guy postseason, fantastic.
Yeah.
He has just come up big year after year after year. Rivera, with the exception of a few blown shows, big.
What a deal he just got.
Yeah, good for him, $45 million. They're also paying him for his past achievements, I think.
Let's go to Rick in Atlanta.
Was he being shortchanged for a while?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Of course he was.
Let's go to Rick in Atlanta. I didn't mean to interrupt, but Rick, go ahead. You're on the Opie and Anthony show.
Yeah, man, I saw that Hitler balloon on the CNN News.
Yeah, we just saw it on local TV here.
Yeah, they were promoting, talking about it.
Hitler balloon part of the
audio.
parade this year, the Thanksgiving Day parade.
Yeah, how big do y'all think the riots are going to be up there?
I don't know.
Ain't gonna be no riots, but there's gonna be like the graphic said, outrage.
Yeah,
outrage
in that awful red. I was gonna say font, which isn't the right.
It's
of
just
course.
A red outrage. You look at it and go, I'm outraged.
The font is uncomfortable,
and the way it was pulsating was annoying me.
Right.
It was outrageous. But this one, I don't know. If they,
well, hey,
I can't see them going through with this, but.
Well, there's more to it, obviously.
Deals with what?
We're trying to get to the bottom of the Hitler balloon. Hey, Tyson, this is the story. It's quick about him going to jail for a day.
There wasn't much of a knockout scored against Mike Tyson. He was sentenced on drug charges. The former heavyweight champ was ordered to serve just a single day in prison. He could have gotten 4 years. Tyson pled guilty to cocaine possession and driving under the influence in Arizona. Iron Mike begins his sentence tomorrow. His lawyers say he has passed 29 drug tests and is attending drug and alcohol meetings.
There you go.
So that's how he skated? What, saying he's going to attend meetings? And...
He's skated because he's a celebrity.
Yeah.
I'm watching me. I'm watching this girl on Paltalk. I'm obsessed because her shirt is open and her bosoms are showing. I'm really very distracted.
Obsessed.
I really am.
The one in the flannel?
Oddball. Yeah, she has a flannel shirt and it's open. And she looks like Valerie Bertinelli, except Valerie never had heavy breasts showing. They look good.
Never was a fan of Valerie Bertinelli.
Oh, she was cute.
Never a fan of that cutesy thing.
It's so nice. That's irrelevant to her breasts.
What were you, more a Mackenzie Phillips guy?
Exactly, Schneider.
Schneider.
Hey, do we have time to do the bar owner or the Lotto winner?
I want to hear about the bar owner.
All right, let's do the bar owner. Very interesting story coming in. Did we cover it? We got
Sounds
the A-Rod.
painful.
Oh, Broncos beat the Titans, Monday Night Football, whatever. 34-20.
As long as no one got hurt.
I'd have picked a Titan over a Bronco,
yeah,
by the way.
I would have, because a Titan
could crush a Bronco.
Yeah, but Broncos take dumps all over, and Titans would slip in them.
That might have worked. You might have sold me on that.
A Titan would break his shin.
Listen.
A little angry.
Listen to the name of this guy. It should make you laugh all day.
Tonight, the owner of a popular Twin City sports bar is accused of attacking a customer. Investigators say a fight over a check got so ugly the customer needed stitches to his genitals. But officers say this isn't the first time the Brooklyn Park bar owner lost his cool. And they told our Caroline Lowe they have the video to prove it. A warning for you, the descriptions you will hear are graphic.
I like hearing that. That is the best when the news does that. It just makes you stop what you're doing, turn around, and pay complete attention to what they're saying.
Meanwhile, they don't say that when they say 2,500 people killed in a cyclone in Indonesia or whatever. They don't warn you that that's a problem to say. But man's scrotum, all of a sudden, easy, folks, get the kids out of here.
This description.
I've seen a lot of dead people from Bangladesh in the last few days. You're right, Jimmy.
They're just garbage. They really are. I love it when reporters just fall.
All right. More to the story here. We need some music, though.
We have a minority gentleman who stopped in here to get something to eat between jobs.
But by the time he left, he was in an ambulance on his way to the hospital.
This is a serious charge. This is a serious incident that happened there.
Police say it all started when the customer and the bar's owner got into an argument.
So it's not like he was drunk and disorderly. There was a dispute over the amount of time it was going to take for his food, and he decided he didn't want to pay for it. And for that, he ends up with these types of injuries.
Investigators say owner Thor Gunderson even tried to stop the man from calling 911 for help.
Son of a Gunderson.
And when they got to the bar, police say they found the customer bleeding and on the ground, restrained by Gunderson and a bouncer.
At the hospital, they determined that he had a injury which was to his scrotum, and that one of his testicles was actually torn loose.
Oh, my God. Goodness gracious. Of all the dramatic things I've ever seen.
Hello, exactly.
Ow.
Wow.
The guy was pretty much half castrated.
I hope someone wasn't asking for a martini with an olive at that given moment.
Excuse me. Can I take that to the hospital?
Did anybody notice the opening of the story when the guy goes and a minority gentleman stopped? What did that have to do with anything? A minority gentleman, who cared?
Well, usually I would agree with you, Jimmy, but...
was there a reason? Did it have something to do with it?
This is the last part of the story.
Yeah,
here we go. Here's the...
Police have also heard accusations that Blondie's mistreats African Americans. Now, we checked a year's worth of police calls to the bar. Some customers said they felt racially discriminated against. Gunderson didn't want to talk with us about the allegations. He has been charged with felony assault and interfering with an emergency call. Gunderson's attorney says other witnesses don't agree with the police version of the story, and he says they will present their side in court, not in the media.
Okay, well, that makes me feel silly.
Yeah.
Don't I just feel like a boob?
Oh, boy.
All right, let's say hi to John in Ohio. Good afternoon, John. How are you?
I'm doing great, boys.
All right.
Love the show.
Thank you.
Yeah. Sorry.
Hey.
Anthony, kind of wondering if after the parade, if you're going to try to buy the Hitler balloon to fly in your backyard.
No, I shan't be buying the Hitler balloon to fly in my backyard, sir.
Check out bestgaming.com if you get a chance.
All righty.
All right. Thank you, John.
I'd be surprised if the thing sees the light of day, but...
We'll have to wait and see.
Yep.
Hey, why don't we take a break? On the way, we got the Lotto winner who's trying to hide the money from his wife.
Oops.
Also, a couple other things here.
Oh, I have some good news.
What, Jimmy?
It's about my Borgata show.
Oh.
What do you got?
Saturday sold out, so Friday.
Nice.
Oh!
January 18th is the only availability. The Borgata.com Saturday is sold.
Very cool. More with Opie and Anthony in just a bit. Opie and Anthony. And you listening. I like that combination. Hey, we were talking about the Munchkins.
Yeah.
We were trying to figure out how old they are.
Mm-hmm.
They're in their 80s and 90s.
How does a little, bizarre thing like that stay alive that long? Especially when that long ago, they didn't have the type of medicine they need.
Disease ignores you. It just feels too bad for you already. Cancer just skips right over you.
Goes right over your head.
What am I going to spend 5 minutes in this thing?
I want to live a little myself, right?
It's like taking a vacation to an island the size of this room.
Yeah.
How would you do it?
Yeah, little people are supposed to not live a long life. So I don't know what this is about. Maybe we could get a professional on the line to explain this. But the Munchkins, we were doing our show, and who gives a crap about the Munchkins? But they did a little story on TV. They're getting what? A star on the Walk of Fame out there in Hollywood?
The Hollywood Walk of Fame. They're finally getting their due. They're getting a star. I guess all of them together, it's just going to say the Munchkins?
Yeah.
Oh, great.
Here's the story. You all right, Jimmy?
Oh, dude. I'm filling up.
Jesus, Jimmy. I guess the shirt just came off the shoulders.
It did.
And Jimmy's preoccupied.
There are just breasts staring at me. They're just begging to be just poked. That's what I do with breasts. I poke them. I don't do anything dirty. I just poke them. I go, ha ha. And I make horn noises.
Oh, the girl is on Paltalk teasing with a flannel shirt all morning long, and now she's slowly but surely losing the flannel shirt. And it's completely taking Jimmy out of the game right now.
I haven't looked at Paltalk in a while, to be honest with you. I just occasionally glance.
Yeah.
But this one, because Erock usually has a screen black or some chat he's having, so it's like I don't get to see a lot of breasts.
Well, here we go. The Munchkins finally get their star on the Walk of Fame.
This is something that caught our eye. They are part of American movie lore, the Munchkins, and now they have a star on the Walk of Fame, and 7 of the 9 surviving members sat down with our Andrea Canning.
They are the lovable little people who first captured America's heart.
Why are they lovable just because they're small?
Exactly.
They might be just horrific people in their private lives.
Yeah. Could be wife beaters.
They could easily be wife beaters.
Punching her in the... Well.
Yeah, she has to wear long dresses instead of eye makeup because she's bruising her thighs and knees.
I think if you live on this earth as a little person for 90 years, I don't think you're lovable anymore. I think you're a bitter old
grouch.
Oh, man, you have to be.
It's a grump.
Who first captured America's heart in 1939 in The Wizard of Oz.
Because of the wonderful things he did.
Oh, boy, it's the only line, you dummies.
Oh, they made him do it.
We were just talking about Mr. Whipple and how he has to, say...
please don't squeeze the Charmin.
That's all he had to say.
That was it.
50-some-odd years.
Go
ahead.
That was them doing it in real time, now. They made them. They showed. They made them do it now,
knowing that they're going to mess up their only line that they need to remember.
Yeah, they showed the original, and then they showed the old fogies sitting there and trying to do it, failing
Who first
miserably.
captured America's heart in 1939 in The Wizard of Oz.
Here we go. Because of the wonderful things he did.
things.
Today, these original Munchkins, now in their 80s and 90s, still have the magic. God damn. The Yellow Brick Road
Magic?
has
They don't have
finally
magic.
led them to this yellow carpet on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
All they have is shoes with lifts and embarrassing family photos. That they should be forced to sing that line in a pit bull cage, like three fighting dogs. Last midget standing.
Well,
if I was related to one of those, like I would just make them wear the costume all the time. They would always have to
walk around with a big lollipop.
Yeah, those little white knickers and shiny shoes. But I don't want to dress like that. It's embarrassing. Shut up or you don't eat.
Big, huge lollipop.
Put all the food up high where you can't get it, stupid.
With a spiral design on the lollipop.
Yeah. They just lick that in a circle till you get dizzy and fall down. I drill my fist into your cheekbone.
How do we hate them?
I want to bully not only an old person, but a munchkin. I want to savagely bully one. Because I'm not a big guy. I'm not a good bully, but one of those I could really push around. Like a finger in the chest. I told you to get me something.
You think it would feel good to boss a little munchkin around?
Not even boss him around. Savagely bully him. Like right now I have my middle and my pointer finger together like one thick finger, and I would poke his chest. I said, get the paper! And I'd make him carry it in his teeth like a dog. And then get my slippers. And then he wouldn't be allowed to watch TV sitting in a chair. He'd have to curl up on the couch like some small pet. And I would just nuzzle his head.
It would be hysterical if they dropped a star on top of them. Oh. I lost the rest of your thoughts. Sorry. All right, here we go.
How does it feel for all of you to finally get a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame?
The best picture ever made. The whole world saw this movie. And now we got our star.
The Wizard of Oz is not only for kids. It has such a meaning to it. Because everybody can have a heart.
No heart?
Everybody can have a brain if they use it.
Oh, wow. You notice how they weren't represented? They should have sent one of them along. If I only had 2 more feet of height. If I only had shoes with lips. And the only reason they're getting a star is because they're the only ones left. Believe me, they'd much rather give it to anyone. If the dog was alive, they'd give it to him before.
No.
You little embarrassments.
They should just dip their whole bodies in cement at Grauman's Chinese Theater. Just smash their face into it. Here you go. Look, my foot's as big as a munchkin.
Believe me, the studio would rather have dragged out Bert Lahr's rotting corpse and propped that up than to listen to you babble about how you finally got your due 70 years later.
The greatest movie ever made, was it?
Exactly.
Because you were in it, dummy.
Better than Apocalypse Now, you self-centered little nothing. Give you a kick right in your small liver. That's what I want to do to one of them. Poke his chest and then spin karate kick his little liver. His little innards. I want to bully a munchkin. You can imagine.
Their petition for a star was denied until Hollywood heavyweights Steven Spielberg, George Lucas, and Ted Turner spoke up.
We're up to see the wizard.
For the most part, Hollywood is now a memory for this tight-knit group, but the Emerald City is never far away.
The Emerald City? Do you mean heaven because they're all old? You might be right. What do you mean the hospice? Is that Emerald City? Where they're going to be rotting, trying to tell some orderly raping them what movie they were in? Hey, don't do that. I was... all you see is that Luther Vandross fist crashing in that little face.
Ow! Oh, stop! Oh, but I was... I was a munchkin! Oh! Ow!
Oh, they're awful.
We represent the... Oh, I'm just trying to sing and remember when I was happy.
Oh, if they're being brutalized with a sock in their mouth so they can't holler. Ow. Just a bad dream, little boy. little teeny fellas.
Freak.
Why wouldn't they give him a star? I like the fact that Hollywood just kept saying no.
No.
They probably should have. They are pretty famous. I mean, that's a pretty...
Yeah, I mean, even at 80 and 90 years old, you recognize them.
But they're no different than any of the other ones. You could have put up 5 midgets there that were from that were from Utah and had never seen the movie. I go, isn't that cute? They're still alive. I would have no idea.
Yeah, how do we know it's the actual
we don't.
midgets from the movie?
No, their family doesn't even recognize them. No one knows. They just have big ears, and you kind of look away.
Yeah. All right. Well, there you go. Very good. Good for them.
What about the Oompa Loompas? Why don't they get something?
They get nothing.
Because they're dark?
Yeah.
Probably.
It's racism.
If I was an Oompa Loompa, I'd be pretty mad today. Where's my star?
Hold on, I can't see the screen because it's black again.
By the way, that's when they remade Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, whatever the hell they ended up calling it, instead of Willy Wonka. That's what ruined the freaking movie.
What?
They had one Oompa Loompa.
Yeah, it was just one guy that
that they made, they superimposed as many.
Why?
I don't know. That was so stupid. That was
cheaper, but that's...
Huh?
I hate this song.
Another puzzle for you.
Yes.
Oompa, Doompa dee dee. If you are wise, you'll listen to me.
Doopa dee dee. Guess who drank when she was pregnant with me?
Of all the dramatic things I've ever seen.
Wow. Poor Oompa.
Goodness gracious!
Oompa Loompa, Oompa Dee Dee. My chromosome count is short by 3.
Boozy, boozy, bob, city bob.
Oh,
Jesus. Poor little bastards.
Let's say hi to Chris in Jersey. Chris!
Fuck!
What?
He wanted to yell out a curse word, sounded like.
But Chris, what does that accomplish?
It gets dumped out of.
Why don't you explain why you would just call up and curse? I don't get it.
He had nothing.
All right, here we go. Let's move on to the Lotto winner. This is a great story, man. This is a terrific one. Listen to this.
One Florida woman is suing her husband, saying he won the lottery and then left her in the lurch. Donna Campbell says her husband won a $10 million lottery jackpot with several co-workers and kept it a secret. She says he unplugged the televisions in their home and even disconnected the phones so she wouldn't find out. Now, Campbell got suspicious about the windfall when she saw a postcard congratulating him on his new home. That's when she Googled him and saw his name listed as a winner. Campbell says even though her husband has now completely disappeared, she still loves him and just wants a resolution.
Yeah. Right.
Just a resolution, thanks.
Well, that's a rough one, though. You got to kind of share that. When you're married and you win the lottery, that's one you got to split. You can't. That's not one you earned. If you're married and one of you wins the lottery, you got to split it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
But you went in with your workmates. And you know.
No, you have to.
No, you don't.
But if she wins, I want half.
I'm not for splitting anything.
I understand that.
This guy disappeared, too. That's hysterical.
He wins.
He just left. And the fact that he's trying old sitcom ways that she doesn't find out, unplugging the TV, where they're perfectly clipped out squares out of the newspaper she was looking at. I wonder what this was. I'm not.
Or just the face cut out and the name blacked out of the winners in the paper.
Yeah. He unplugs the thing and disconnects the phone.
But he doesn't think to check the mail.
Yeah, how about check the mail, idiot?
Yeah.
Congratulations on your windfall.
Gotta give him credit, though, for trying,
Yeah.
Just disappearing like that. Where is the guy? Have they found him?
Loose ends. No, he's gone. I don't think he's guilty of a crime.
More Hitler balloon on TV.
Oh, this story
Give me
is
that audio.
Blow up. Balloon, get it? Blow up? No.
But as part of the
Thanksgiving Day parade. Outrage being sparked.
Well, according to the story, parade furor.
Yeah, parade furor. It's all to promote Valkyrie, that Tom Cruise movie about the attempted assassination of Adolf Hitler. And what the Thanksgiving Day parade has become of late. All the balloons and floats are pretty much advertisements for movies and whatnot, and it's usually kids' movies, but I guess United Artists decided they were going to try to incorporate one of their movies into the Macy's Day Parade.
Well, it's a
Thanksgiving Day Parade. They got Shrek 3 covered with the Shrek balloon. They got Sesame Street. Hello Kitty is a new one this year.
Yeah, Abby Cadabby, the Care Bears winner, Funderland.
And what is only being described as the Hitler balloon.
Well, they got to be outrageous, you know.
To got
to sensationalize the whole thing.
Promote Valkyrie. So, is there going to be the musical accompaniment? And making his way down, this is just beautiful. Adolf Hitler coming down.
Gracious.
On this beautiful day for a Thanksgiving Day parade. As you see, Hello Kitty has just passed us by as the Fuhrer brings up the rear. Wonderful.
You'll have fat, goofy balloon feet and fat, like, white-gloved Mickey Mouse balloon hands.
People are sobbing on the ground in the fetal position as the Hitler balloon goes by. Others are just throwing rocks at him. I can't see the Hitler balloon getting a real big ovation. Shirt's gone, by the way, Jim.
Well, I bet you it's going to be nothing. It's the news that is making it bigger than it is.
Yeah,
I do believe.
Yeah.
All right. And Cindy Lou, who cries.
What?
There's a lot of weird stuff happening in New York City.
Cindy Lou.
From The Grinch That Stole Christmas. There was supposed to be this massive new production, The Grinch That Stole Christmas.
For Broadway?
Broadway, the lights are dark on Broadway.
You know
They're striking.
They're striking.
These actors must want to strangle these stagehands. I don't know what I don't know what they're fighting for. I know what the writer's strike's about, but I don't know what they're fighting
They want more stagehands. Really? They want, to be able to hire more stagehands for a production. There's a certain amount of stagehands that are allowed to be hired for a production, depending on how big it is, I guess. And they want to up that number. And they're saying no. That's it, in a nutshell. So, I phoned it in.
People love Fargo stuff.
I can't get enough of that goddamn movie.
Anyway.
How many more do they want that it's like...
I don't know.
I know.
It's just...
20 stagehands to carry a chair? Stop it. Put the shows back on.
What about the Grinch, though? What if you came to see the Grinch?
Exactly.
Well, I guess you won't be able to. Toughen up. You're in New York. Do something else.
Yeah, go to a peep show or something.
Take the kids. Take the kids. They love it.
Yeah, here
Mommy,
we go.
what's that?
How the Grinch Stole Christmas. Get it?
Mm.
The Grinch would be the strikers.
Well, the producers of one Broadway musical are headed to court this morning. They agreed with the stagehands to let the show How the Grinch Stole Christmas go on, despite the strike. But now the theater owner is shutting it down.
I really want them to unlock the door so we can go on stage. Sorry.
It's a heartbreaking plea from Athena Ripka, who just made her Broadway debut as Cindy Lou, who, in Dr. Seuss's How the Grinch Stole Christmas. Local 1 voted to reopen the Grinch, but theater owners responded by locking the Grinch producers out.
We really need to take action tomorrow. So what we are going to do is go to court and try to get our show open.
Wow. This was about the chick crying, I guess.
That's great.
Yeah.
Is that real crying?
Yeah.
She's like a little actress.
Oh, is that great?
Little 13-year-old actress.
Oh, so she was just acting?
She's 13?
I think so.
Oh.
Great. Thank you.
Hey, do we have any ho-ho-ho-y? Can we play some ho-ho-ho-y?
There's no lyrics in that.
I know, but the freaking riff is amazing. Did you find the ho-ho-ho-y?
Are we going to get him in to play the guitar this year?
Yeah, I believe so, yeah.
He plays Christmas songs.
Yes.
Well, ho-ho-ho-y does a great instrumental of How the Grinch Stole Christmas. You got it?
You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch.
Yeah, listen to this.
Yeah.
I like this.
We'll just play a little taste for your commute in
pleasure.
today. Here we go.
Ho, ho, hoey.
How cool is that? Just a
Very
little
good.
taste. Ho, ho, hoey. There you go.
Ho, ho, hoey.
And we're saying it very weird in honor of Roger, who used to, I think, work. Good morning to all the lingerers out there. Hey, we got that Munchkin story, and then people. This is what I love about the radio show, because your feedback is very important to us. It's kind of like the people's radio show. We're kind of like driving along, and then you suggest something, so then we go over here for a little while, then we come back on the highway. We were talking
all over the place. We're like drunks.
But it's cool, though, because the listeners kind of direct the show some mornings. It's a lot of fun, because we don't even know where we're going to end up going. And when we were talking about the Munchkins, someone said, you got to play the clip of Cartman laughing at the midget from South Park.
Oh, yeah.
I would like to share with you all my... No! Dude! No way! Dude! That words are like bullets. And if you give... Stop!
Eric, be quiet!
No, it's okay. He'll run out of steam here pretty soon. Look! They put a little suit on him.
This is what's effed up about the world today. That should be on TV, but there's no outrage because it's a cartoon.
Hilarious.
I'm telling you, we got to turn ourselves into cartoon characters. We'll get away with murder with this show.
Oh, they put a little suit on.
How great is that clip?
Oh, no, I wanted to say something.
Oh, no. Well, let's say hi to Steve in Buffalo, listening on the edge. Steve, what's up, buddy?
Hey, Steve.
What?
Gentlemen, what's up?
Hey.
Hey, you guys are on fire today.
Oh, no.
And Oompa Loompa songs you guys are singing were just making me piss myself. The greatest things I've ever heard. Anthony, you need to do more of the announcing of the Macy's Day Parade with the Hitler thing.
With the Hitler balloon.
The Hitler balloon.
You guys are great.
See what it I want to see what it looks like.
All right, thank you, sir.
Thanks, boy.
Say hi to Shredder Reagan for us. Let's go to Ed in Detroit. Ed!
Hey, guys.
What's up?
I just wanted to say thanks. This is the hardest I've laughed in months. I'm going through a divorce now.
Oof.
You guys have made my morning.
What happened in your marriage there, sir?
My wife has left me for another man. We've got 3 small kids.
Wait, what?
We've got 3 small kids.
So, dude...
Thank you.
So she left you down. Did you see this coming? Because I've never been married. Yeah. Did you see it coming?
No.
How did
frequent hiccups be a...
Just out of nowhere?
Yes, out of nowhere.
How did that happen?
I found out yesterday that he's a third-time offender for drunk driving. So
likes the party.
Maybe that's the problem. You're sticking in like...
Yeah, get out there and drink and drive.
Do you know this guy, sir?
No.
Has she been sleeping with him behind your back?
She claims no.
How did they meet?
They went to high school together.
What happened?
They went to high school together.
High school together?
High school?
How old are you guys now?
I'm 37. She's 32.
Oh, so all of a sudden she's feeling like she was getting a little older, had to reach back to make herself feel good and young again. So she goes back to her high school sweetheart. And, yeah.
How'd you find out, dude?
I found out by looking at my cell phone bill.
Oh, wow. Yourself? Oh, you both were on like a similar plan, and that dumbbell didn't realize. How stupid, no offense, but how stupid is she that she didn't realize that calling on a cell phone will be traceable?
Exactly.
And it turned up on your bill, so run us through this. You sit down one day. You're going over the bills. You open up the cell phone thing. You start looking, and now what do you see that tips you off?
A $250 cell phone bill.
Okay, so all of a sudden it's much bigger than it was before. So now you start looking in detail at some of the calls, or what are they, calls or texts?
Calls.
So you start looking at some of the calls, and you notice some numbers that aren't familiar, or what?
Yes, I saw a number that's been calling my house or calling her like 3, 4, 5 times a day.
Over and over, okay.
Hold on, you're not following the format, Anthony.
What?
I got to stop you for a second.
What? Oh.
Garcia is from Philly is reminding us. What was your wedding song, sir?
Oh, God. My One and Only Love by Sting.
By Sting. Okay. All right, continue, Anthony.
Okay. So you your phone bill, you notice the numbers. What do you do next?
I call her screaming at her because she was out probably at his house.
Out at his house?
Were you suspicious before?
What?
Well, I call her on the cell phone, and she's over there or with her friends, claiming he's not there.
Hey, were you suspicious? Were you looking for something on the cell phone, or you just happened to see the big bill?
I was suspicious.
Okay.
At that point.
Why?
She never left the house. She never did anything for the past 8 years. And next thing I know, she's going out all the time.
Okay, now she's burping and her breath smells like bleach.
Comes home wearing her old high school Letterman shirt.
She always had tapioca on her shirt and her hair.
So you called her and questioned her about these phone calls.
Oh, yeah.
And what did she say?
She said it's not like that. We're friends.
So you said you're friends. She said that they were friends. And then how does it get to the point where you know that it's more than just friends?
She admitted she's been doing things with him.
Oh, well, how does she admit? Did you sit down and talk to her? What happened?
I screamed at her, yelled at her, and I'm like, "Are you kissing him?" She's like, "Yes, I am."
Oh boy!
At the moment or in general?
In general.
No, they were that was a face-to-face meeting.
Oh no, it's on the phone. We always scream each other on the phone. We barely see each other anymore. I'm out of the house. I got my own place.
Hey,
man.
We got Craig on the line from Long Island. He's been through this. Craig, you got something for Ed in Detroit?
Yeah, listen, Ed. You don't think that he was sleeping with her yet? He's been banging her since high school.
Oh my God!
Oh God!
Hey, boys.
That's horrible.
You have 3 kids. I would bet maybe 1, maybe 2 are you.
Oh, better go to Maury.
They're all mine.
You better book a flight to New York. Maury wants you.
Oh,
wow, dude.
Wow, that's awful.
That's rough, huh? So what are you doing? Are you getting back in the saddle yourself there, my friend, or what?
No, not yet. I'm not ready for that crap, but
no,
just having some fun. Going out with some friends.
Well, what about getting your
I wouldn't rule it out.
Doing what you got to do.
Wouldn't rule it out.
Hold on, sir. Stephen from Bayshore. He became suspicious when his phone bill arrived addressed to Mr. Cuckold.
Anyway, thanks for making fun of me. Thanks for making me laugh this morning. You guys are the best.
All right, Ed, hang in there.
Thank you for
take it easy, man.
For being open and honest with us. Thank you, sir.
Right,
wow, that's tough. Mr. Cuckold.
Mr. Cuckold.
Oh man,
we have to take a break, but first, Trucker Dave. Trucker Dave.
I have to. You there?
Yeah. What's up, Trucker Dave?
Yeah, I have to say, the show has definitely been on point the last week and a half. I just wanted to say, I really don't think the Macy's Day Parade is stupid enough to have a 50-foot Hitler going down the road. It's probably just a balloon of the Valkyrie with a 16-ounce sausage in his claws. Linger.
Well, obviously, there's more to this Hitler balloon, I mean, it's being sensationalized by this article, Parade Fuhrer, and the news is all over today. They're having a good time with it, so I don't know. We're trying to get more info on that. All right, we got to take a quick break. When we get back, we have nothing else to do. It's Opie.
Rock and roll. Watching Good Morning America, I think, and they have Born Standing Up, A Comic's Life. It's Steve Martin. And It might be a book, which I imagine will be pretty funny, because he's a funny dude, but he's got his Pink Panther new mustache on, and I want to burn him alive. I can't tell you how. I think he's really funny. Why are you doing that? It's not your role, stupid.
Yeah, and he's like making it his own now.
But it's not funny. He stinks.
I know, it's horrible.
I know you comics are backstabbing asses, but man.
No.
But Peter Sellers,
Why? He's not a comic. That's sorry.
But you can't approve. You can't.
I forgot. Yes, I was going to say he's an actor, but I forgot.
You can't.
Yes, he is one.
You can't improve on what Peter Sellers did with the Pink Panther movies. I don't get that.
That's what annoys me.
Leave some of these comedies alone, and leave some of these great characters alone.
He wouldn't have the integrity to go no. You know?
No.
He wouldn't have the integrity just to go, no, I can't do that. I showed my girlfriend who had never seen the original Pink Panthers. We were talking about how Steve Martin, I was showing her some of the Clouseau and the parallel bar scene with...
oh, yeah. He launches himself off the side.
Yeah, I was a mess of the... that was great slapstick. That was really funny. And now this douche will try it. And with stupid Beyonce. Stop it!
Fail miserably.
They will succeed. They make money.
Know what I hate about most movies these days is the, quote, perfect casting.
Yeah.
You got to get like a rap icon with the white dude with this.
Sassy.
So you cover...
It's got to be sassy.
So you cover all demographics. It doesn't matter if the rap icon works well with the white dude. It doesn't matter. It's all about marketing. All right, how do we bring... the community in to see this movie? How do we bring the white suburban people in to see this movie? How do we get some of the minorities that don't really speak the language that much, but they could still see the movie too if we got the right character in there?
Everybody in there.
Get a cute dog or pet in there so we get the animal lovers.
We got stupid Steve Martin now. They're showing clips of his old stand-up, which was hilarious. And SNL, I mean, he was really great. But then they show that idiotic King Tut song. Where was one laugh in that? Got a condo made of stoner. That's not a word. No one says stoner.
Well, why don't we get the King Tut song?
I hated that.
And go through it a little bit here.
What,
this is so bad, it's embarrassing.
Massive hit,
this was
massive.
This was the highlight of his career, as far as stand-up goes.
Now, when he was a young man, he never
I can't.
People stand in line.
Okay.
So far, so good, right?
Fine.
How'd you get so funky?
Stop that for a second. What funky Tut?
Why is King Tut so funky?
I don't know.
Because he's been dead for a few thousand years.
I don't think that's what he meant, but okay, I'll even take that.
Oh, yeah, ask me.
How about how'd you get so bucktooth and look like Alfonso Soriano? King Tut had awful teeth. He looked like the Vietnamese guy that Kevin Dillon smashed in the teeth with the butt of his gun. Look at that. The Tut's laughing at you, man.
That's how the Tut laughs.
How the Tut laughs. Those big idiotic incest teeth King Tut had. We get it. You interbreed. We get it. Ugh.
How'd you get so funky? Did you do the monkey? Born in Arizona.
What? Why was he born in Arizona?
I don't know.
That doesn't make sense.
It just rhymes.
Yeah, he's just going with a rhyme there.
I don't get it.
King Tut wasn't born in Arizona.
No.
How could he be born in Arizona?
He's doing a wild dance and everything if you pop up the video on YouTube.
Did you do the monkey? What is the monkey? It just rhymes with funky?
It's not the monkey.
And
I don't know what he's talking about.
And if you were born in Arizona, how the hell would you ever get to Egypt?
To Babylonia.
That would take a long, long time.
Oh, God. What an
Born in Arizona, moved to Babylonia. Now, if I had known they'd line up just to see him, I'd taken all my money and bought me a museum. Buried with a donkey.
What with the donkey?
He's my favorite honky.
What? Honky.
He was black.
He was dark.
Buried with a donkey?
He's my favorite honky. That doesn't rhyme. They should have said something along the lines of, they should have made his casket bigger.
No, they shouldn't have done that.
He
was, It was Northern Africa.
Oh, he was really nutty. He was a real kook. Maybe they. I don't know.
No.
And to be honest with you, watching the video like as an SNL sketch was funny. There's nothing wrong with. I liked the stupid dance as an SNL sketch. It was very funny. So I'm not completely criticizing it. I just resent what a massive hit it became because people thought it was funny that he said honky and a condo made a stoner.
Oh yeah, Jimmy, of course. Hey, let's say hi to Oddball from Paltalk. Jimmy's been taking a peek all morning long here.
Oh, there she is.
Also getting ready to play What Did We Learn on the Opie and Anthony Show. So if you got one of those, give us a call. But first, it's Oddball. Oddball.
Hi.
Hi. You spell it A-U-D. How come you spell it A-U-D? Is your name Audrey or something?
Audrey.
What's that?
Audrey.
Oh. Really?
So it's Oddball.
Well, that was a good guess by me, but then again, what else could it have been? You're showing your breasts a little bit, which is we kind of appreciate.
I'm sure you do. So does everybody else.
All right, good. At least she's humble about it. Well, all right. Well, Your Highness, thanks for showing them. Where do you live?
Massachusetts.
Okay. You have a fella?
I'm sorry?
Do you have a fella?
Yeah, a fiance.
Okay, good. Does he like you showing your breasts on Paltalk?
He likes it when it gets interesting.
What's it mean getting interesting? What happens?
Nothing. He would just spice up things. He actually watches me too.
Do you guys? So he likes the idea that you're turning other guys on?
Yeah, granted, he doesn't like Paltalk because no spouse likes Paltalk, but
he doesn't like Paltalk.
No, he doesn't like Paltalk.
Then what? I don't get it. How does he not like? What he likes you?
Hold on? Would you like Paltalk if your girl was like flashing on Paltalk?
Yes.
Yes.
But you said he kind of likes it.
The only reason he goes on it is to watch me.
All right. What, is he on right now?
No, he's not on right now.
Okay.
Now, does he worry you're gonna like cheat on him? Why does if he doesn't like you flashing, you flash? Why do you flash?
That makes people happy. I like to flash.
Do you show everything or just your breasts?
No, just the breasts.
Come on, you won't show.
Sometimes people get a glance of my ass, but not too often.
Glancing below.
Yeah, no one likes a glance. This is the internet. That was good in 1955. If Annette Funicello gave you a glance of her ass, you'd be happy.
Yeah, now it's all about the ass cave.
Yeah, this is 07.
It's the worst two words put together ever.
So in other words, she's got the shirt, the breasts,
and
nothing on the phone.
Well, yeah, she's a little.
Well, but not all people appreciate it. I apparently got bounced from the women's chat room.
Who bounced you?
It was a little joke.
Oh, you kidding? Okay.
I didn't bounce her. I could.
Well, this is going swimmingly.
All right. Well, nice talking to you, Oddball.
Thank you. It's nice to meet you guys. Jimmy, you're sexy.
Thank you very much.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, here we go.
Now there's going to be trouble.
No, I've been good.
Tell Jimmy that.
Oh, oops.
Thank you.
That's a shame. Look, she's suddenly out of the room.
Thank you.
Really?
Oh, no.
Yeah, I don't know what just seemed to have happened. Oh, her camera just froze up, and now... Oh, boy, what a shame.
Why is Steve putting his nose up by Foundry?
Because he's
Any clips of Steve that we have lately?
No. Well,
boing.
Any good new audio of Steve?
Well, we got, of course, the famous new clips of Steve. We got this one.
What?
We got this one. We got this one. We got this one.
I didn't realize.
And, of course, we got the new one from yesterday.
Shut up for 2 minutes.
That is Steve.
That was at XM. Steve and Danny were getting into it, and that was the real Steve. That was Steve's real rage. He wasn't being playful. He was genuinely angry.
Yeah, and then of course people are now taking the new sounds of Steve and throwing them into
sounds of Steve
into little production pieces.
Oh, good.
Quick little production pieces like this from Coke Logic.
She's nice and mighty, just letting it all hang out. She's I like lady stack, that's a fact. Ain't holding nothing back. She's well, look together, everybody knows this is how the story goes.
The echo.
You were really mad at Danny yesterday, weren't you?
Oh, boy, he was, huh?
I was a little bit heated.
Man, you yelled, though. That was you.
Yeah,
as I picture.
That was me as furious as I could get before someone's face got mushed into a wall.
That was the old Steve in front of like one of the clubs in Boston.
Yeah, that was.
Ready to like kick someone's ass.
Were you hoping for a different reaction instead of everyone openly laughing at you?
Well, that kind of hurt. That must have hurt.
That must have hurt your feelings.
I've been working hard to temper my temper, and I realized I like about 5 seconds after that I had to take myself out of it and just say I'm done. No, it's only it only. Yeah, exactly.
All right. Hey,
it's only when Sam does it.
Here's another remix with the Steve noises. That's the good one. That's all you get. That's all you get on that one. And then, unfortunately, I think it's an obscure Kiss song. Tears Are Falling by Kiss.
Oh, this is a good one. No, that was a huge hit.
I don't remember this one.
Yeah, I remember this one.
A single back in
that was a big hit for them.
I think.
Yeah, this is the
like
non-makeup years.
Kiss in '85. This is an obscure hit. No,
it was.
I remember it though.
I don't remember
this and Heaven's on Fire. They had a few that were really big.
This and Heaven's on. They were big MTV songs. Yeah.
Okay. Well, here's
when they were dressing, when Kiss was dressing with like the little bandanas around the waist, like the
yeah. God, they were cool. That is great, man.
Who did that one? They got to get credit for that, man. That was Cradle of MILF. Cradle of MILF sent that in. That is very, very funny. Oh, no.
Oh.
We were just starting to have fun.
I thought the show was starting.
We got turkeys in the hallway, thanks to Tom.
Really? Tom Turkey.
Tom has turkeys for us. The hallway's full of them. Remember last year, Poe being upset for not getting one. And can I say this line or are they going to dump out?
They'll dump.
Well, Poe said it. No turkey for the blank.
Say it. He said no turkey for the Spicks.
That's what Poe said.
He's say that.
And that's what we thought.
Yeah, well, Poe is Hispanic, so he thought there was some kind of racial plot going on that kept him from getting a turkey. And he goes, oh, no turkey for the... And then added in a slur for a Hispanic gentleman.
Yeah.
I don't want my turkey. Give it to a homeless guy. I can't... it's frozen. It'll be fun just to watch him holding a frozen turkey and not being able to cook it. Here, hold this, stupid. Put your head on it.
All right, that concludes Far Away Phone Call Tuesday, 80s New Wave Tuesday, Makeup Stuff Tuesday, Rock Stream Tuesday. We have to go over to XM Satellite Radio.
Yes. We've kind of let our MySpace pages die. I don't like that. Let's get the MySpace quiz going again for us.
Facebook.
I don't like Facebook.
Facebook.
Yeah.
Facebook. Facebook.
You can have a few friends on Facebook. I have 57,000. I want more.
Facebook. No. All right, we got to get out of here, guys. Hey.
Right.
Whatever.
Liar.
Opie and Anthony.
Wow, walked in, sat down, and feedback going nuts.
There we go.
People were loving the Jim Brewer bit, but a little shocked that a certain word was bleeped out of the bit.
Well, now, it was the word chink, right? Who beeped it out? Was it us, or was it beeped out for a regular radio play a long time ago? We don't know.
I don't know, but we got to find out.
Yes.
I mean, you can't get in trouble for something you did 7 years ago, can you?
That's like a rerun.
That's like a rerun, man.
Who beeped it? Ask Eric, maybe.
That's like, I was just telling that before we went on air. That's like finding the surviving members of All in the Family and getting them in trouble for half the shit they did back in the day. We can't get in trouble for something that's 7 years old, can we? Can we, Klonopin boy? Who beeped out that word?
That was pulled off one of the old dads. It was beeped.
Oh, it was already beeped?
It was already beeped.
It was.
What, is that the first time that was played?
Look at his belly.
No, we played it for a while.
It's like poking out.
Let me see your belly.
It was poking out.
Look at your little belly. Eric wears the worst shirt to hide his stomach. That's why he wears like long, thin man shirts.
Yeah.
It's an extra large T-shirt. Well, then,
has the Klonopin worn off?
It's better now, but not.
Dude, he's still a little fucked up.
A little, but
you don't need Klonopin.
I know. I'm gonna
get off the dope, son. You gotta get off the dope, son.
There's a real problem in this country with prescription drugs. There's a fucking drugstore.
Not enough of them.
Drugstore in every fucking corner.
I've never taken anything. I didn't even want it, but she was insisting that I would need it. So,
it's the goal is to get everybody on drugs, and then they can take over because we'll all be docile.
That's right.
Docile.
All right.
They.
Thanks, Klonopin
being
boy.
Them.
Erock has more nicknames than anybody else around here.
Yeah. Sex Bagel.
Sex Bagel, Hawk.
That's a
Erock.
dumb one.
I'm actually going to fly to San Francisco tomorrow. I'm a little nervous. I like to beat. That's where I'm going. There's a big cock festival. It's near Turkey.
The cock festival.
You blow somebody with feathers in their pants. Now, my girlfriend's out there. I might take the helicopter to Newark Airport because the traffic leaving Manhattan tomorrow.
Crazy.
You think it'll be bad?
Insanity.
Because you could check in at the helicopter thing. So
Dude, just take the fucking helicopter, please.
Get in it.
I've been discussing this all morning during every break.
Well, I'm a little nervous.
Don't worry about it.
Have you heard of any crashes?
Well, no, they just started.
Okay.
All right, but you will eventually. And I'll never hear about it if I'm on it when it happens.
It's, how long is the flight?
10 minutes.
It's 10 minutes.
10 minutes.
What are the odds? Things just gotta stay in the air for 10 minutes and you're fine.
I've never been on a helicopter.
Aw. I took a helicopter over the Grand Canyon. Doesn't get any worse than that because those things do fucking crash.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of them that have crashed over the years.
You barely hear about it, but over the years, yeah.
Well, those things are probably getting
planes too, though.
Run too. Like the helicopter Grand Canyon are probably getting used.
Not like from New York to Newark Airport. That never happens.
Yeah, but there's probably better maintenance.
You'll be fine. You'll come back with a great story, a great experience. You'll love it. And you'll never drive again to the airport.
That's
oh, my God.
That's what
10 minutes. Yeah, but you know, when you think you might get a limo or something like that, it's probably comparable.
We start the cabs aren't cheap anymore to go to an airport. So
No, I never do that. I'm just worried about leaving tomorrow. Oh, it's going to be heck on wheels, pardon my French.
No,
certainly will be.
Fucking tomorrow, starting at right about now, it's just god awful. It's one of the worst traffic days of the year. The day before Thanksgiving.
Yeah, this is just going to be
no joke.
Horrific.
No joke. It'll probably take you over an hour just to get out of Manhattan.
But you got the only problem, which is fine. But the only problem is
that's just to get on the other side, and then you're going to take the helix all the way around at about a mile an hour. Yeah. I'm telling you.
It's getting across town because this fucking heliport's not on the west side. It's on the east side, East 34th.
Yeah.
Which is annoying because then you got to cross Manhattan town, go by the fucking Midtown Tunnel, which is bad too. I mean, it won't be as bad, but crossing Manhattan at that hour is going to suck a big dick.
It's crazy.
That's going to be really bad.
That'll take longer than the flight to Newark. Absolutely.
But they also have one on Wall Street too. But getting downtown could be a motherfucker.
Why don't you take a rowboat?
Why can't the heliport be on the west side?
They got a heliport over there.
But there's no Newark flight thing.
No?
I don't think so.
Fuckers. Why wouldn't they?
Oh, I don't know. Let's not be fresh.
I guess they figure that way you don't have to go cross-town traffic if you're on the east side.
Yeah.
Then you fly across Manhattan and the river, and then you get to Newark instead of having to drive across town to the west side.
All right, listen.
What do I know? What the fuck am I talking about? I'm pissed off at the fucking garage. Let me just vent at the garage because I know Jamaica Mike listens to this program. You gotta get your people in line. I've mentioned 80 times to these people not to park my vehicle underneath the leaks in the garage. The garage leaks like a cave. It's like an old fucking cave. And the shit that comes out is like this white acidy shit that eats away at your vehicle. And they park it under there every time. And I go, oh, fuck it. I tell the guy, don't park it under that. And he goes, okay. Until I tell him so many times, he starts getting an attitude like, I know. And believe me, I'm talking like a regular person. They don't talk like this. And then a new guy will come in, and he don't know. And he'll park it there. Just cordon off the parking spot. Take a fucking loss of one parking spot so as not to fuck the cars up. But no, they keep that one open, and it drips, and they park my fucking
Or park a
car in
beater there, not a new car.
Yeah.
Right?
So they park it there, and I'm driving in this morning, I look in my rearview mirror, and I see my back window, and I notice it's just splashed with shit. And I get out, and I look, and the whole back is like, got it all over it. Poe went, and took it through the car wash before. It didn't come off.
Is there real damage?
You need some kind of chemical to fucking take it off. And then to top it off, they send me I just get a fucking bill.
What?
I just get a monthly bill from the cocksuckers that they want their money. They want their fucking money, but they'll park my shit under there? Fuck you. Ooh. I'm not paying. Fuck you. I'm not paying my fucking bill. Fuck you. Pay me.
Pay me.
Until that's taken care of. Punitive damages here.
All right.
You're giving me.
Is there real damage, though, that can't be fixed?
I don't know. I'm going to see if there's some kind of chemical that takes it off without fucking it up. But it always leaves some white, blotchy marks on the fucking bumper and shit. Hey, goddamn inconsiderate cunt rag fuck dick savages.
You know why?
That's what they are.
You know why they're doing it?
Why?
Howard fans.
I fucking doubt that. I don't fucking understand English.
Conspiracy theory.
Believe me.
Let's go to Wade in Minnesota.
Piss
Wade.
me off.
Oh, hold on.
Stop whining.
Hold on. We love when
look at this
happens.
idiot.
Let's go to Michael in Connecticut. Michael.
All right, Michael. Go ahead. Have at it.
I'm Anthony. My $1 million car is going to get ruined. Park where I say.
$1 million car?
Park where I say.
$1 million car?
All you do is fucking complain.
Dude, I'm complaining as anyone would, parking their car and it being damaged.
Yeah, what would you do,
What
sir?
would you do?
Right.
What would you do, sir? Just take it?
Yeah.
Give him an extra tip?
You wouldn't be angry, sir?
Right.
Are you there?
This is real life stuff,
He hung
sir.
up.
Where'd he
God, I
go?
hate that. Why hang up? Me.
All right, let's go back.
My $1 million car. Jesus.
I wish. Wade in Minnesota.
I'm cruising.
Wade.
Hey, guys. How you doing?
Hold on. We got to do some
Wade?
Wade lines.
That's my deal, Wade. These are some sweet numbers.
It's my birthday today, guys.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. I love you guys. I've been listening to you on XM.
Babe, the Blue Ox.
I'll tell you, there is a hell of a town.
You know, just to be more in the loop, I watched Fargo recently just so I could enjoy this a little more than usual. Because, I don't remember all the lines, but that's one of those movies you just got to watch every once in a while.
Yeah, every so
movies
often.
You got to just watch every once in a while to brush up.
Just brush up.
Like Caddyshack, so you can brush up.
Yeah.
Fast Times, maybe not as much these days, but Fast Times was another one of those movies.
That was one, but Fargo now is mandatory.
Mandatory, yes.
Mandatory viewing.
Know which one I want to see because of Jimmy is Clockwork Orange, so I could be a little more in on on that one.
You never seen it, or you haven't seen it in a while?
I haven't seen that movie, Jimmy.
Whoa, Lou Alex.
I don't remember them days so good. Officer, call me. Well, surely you remember Dim. Officer, call me.
I'm not Dim no more.
I haven't seen that one in... Wow, I don't know, Jimmy, to be honest.
Been a while.
It's a real work of art, man.
Yeah, it's
been a good one.
At least 10 years.
There's a scene where he kills a woman with a big plastic dick. Naughty, you filthy old Sunka. And he kills her with a big dick, but Kubrick was so brilliant because this is 71, and there's like a quick cartoon flash of a mouth. But in that, there's pornographic paintings. Like Kubrick threw that subliminal thing in there long before VCRs or freeze framing. And, when you can go frame by frame on your DVD and see all these nude paintings, which your eye doesn't catch when you watch it on the film.
I didn't notice that.
Well, now we're going to have to check
after he
that
kills
out.
with the dick, watch how the camera zooms in on the mouth painting. It's a really weird painting of a mouth. And you see something, but you don't know what it is.
All right. Wade, Minnesota?
Hey, guys. I just want to tell you, yesterday I was listening on the replay, and next to the Opie Jim Norton disagreement, yesterday had to have been the absolute best radio out there. It was real. It was awesome. I was laughing. I loved it. And I just wanted to call and tell you guys I've been listening since you guys came on XM. Thank you very much. I hope you guys keep going on the merger deal and that you keep growing bigger, better, getting more gooder all the time.
Thank you, man. Thank you, Wade. We appreciate that.
We'll be fine through the merger.
You notice how we didn't even hang up on this guy? I think we all needed just some kind words.
We need a little ass slobbering.
Yeah, every once in a while we need a good ass licking.
Oh, just slobber the bunghole.
and Jimmy,
yes, sir.
Jimmy, I love the book.
Thank you.
And Today I'm going out. I'm gonna go out and buy it, even though I was reading a friend's copy because hey, I got to support Jimmy, even though you're never coming out to Minnesota.
I am actually. I want to do the Acme Comedy Club out there.
Yeah.
When?
I'll surprise somebody with a date soon.
Hey, Jimmy, you think this guy likes the Opie and Anthony show, or no?
He doesn't like the Opie and Anthony show. He loves it! Morning, noon, and night. He loves it!
We get it.
We get it.
We're brilliant.
They brighten your day.
Other brush-up movies coming in. Spaceballs.
No, never liked Spaceballs. It was all right. That was pretty much the end of the line for Mel Brooks.
Obviously, The Shining, because of this movie, is another brush up. You got to brush up on that one every once in a while.
Definitely.
Hey, speaking of Poe, we got part 2. We got actual clips of his radio show.
Oh!
We also got Breakfast at Ramone's, the aftermath. What is this, part 2 to that Oh, yeah, he was setting up, what, 2 girls, 2 guys?
Does he tell him to shut the fuck up for a couple of minutes? You shut up.
What's this ode to Steve? Is this good?
It's a listener submission.
Oh boy!
Just say no.
The quality level is I don't remember if we kept it because it's decent or kept it because it's god awful.
Shut up for 2 minutes.
Sorry.
There it is.
Yeah, just shut up.
Oh goody.
Should we play? Steve had a fucking length of time in mind too for 2 minutes.
2 minutes.
Should we play the? Should we try ode to Steve?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
And then we'll do Ramone, the aftermath. And then we'll do Poe Radio.
Steve Sensation.
And maybe some other things. You never know. Here's the Ode to Steve by Rashad.
Place your hands about chest high. This song is dedicated to the greatest bear I've ever known. The lead singer of Foundry, the executive producer of the Opie and Anthony Show, the one, the only, Steve Carlisi, superstar. I like to take a chance if you could believe to stick up for my good buddy Steve. He gets a bad rap from O&A cause his act is bad and says things kinda gay, but from fan to executive producer ain't bad, and he lost a lot of weight, so be glad for the lad. He's still a big fella, a downright bear, but he don't like it, so he laces off his hair. He got his ass kicked by Tito Ortiz and got it kicked again by Bubba Ray Dudley. His site foundrymusic.com is great, even though it's still a bitch to navigate. Moving on. Still used to make renovations to his house, and when he rocked out, he wore a Lane Bryant blouse. He does voice work for Rockstar Games, but it's hard to stick up for his good name when he says stuff like
Got me, nothing but got me. Got me, nothing but got me. Got me, nothing but got me. Got me, nothing but got me.
Been with the boys for years and makes okay money. Got a gastric bypass, old change purse tummy. He cuts women hating and abusive promos, and Orton makes them when he talks to homos. Gets free trips to Vegas for the AVNs and chats it up with German broads who snort semen. Martini's always going down those pipes, which is probably why he fell off that mini bike. As his pendulum swings between hetero and queer, he'd like it if you brought some Flamin' Bear logo gear. He speaks with perfect diction, used to be a bouncer, has a bunch of tattoos. What else am I missing? He drives a hybrid for good MPG and wants to know how to build parents DIE. He don't care for his musical style, but has gangsta bag on speed dial, which might explain his love for
Got me, nothing but got me. Got me, nothing but got me. Got me, nothing but got me. Got me, nothing but got me.
That's terrible. I'm sorry.
I liked it.
I liked
Not
it
bad.
too.
Yeah,
Rashad, good job. I don't know the genre, but it sounded cool.
Rap.
Well, I know. I just don't
say
know.
that's some of that what they call hip hop.
Yeah, that's what all the young kids are.
That was good. He knows a lot about the show. A lot of references in there.
Good job, Rashad.
Pretty good stuff.
Ode to Steve. We'll play that again. Make sure we play that again there, Thin. All right?
Okay.
Hey, people are suggesting, Jimmy, you should just take the train. Tell Jimmy if he doesn't mind the subway and trains, he should go to Penn Station.
Right there. Right there, sucks ass.
Hold on. And take the New Jersey Transit AirTran to Newark Airport. No traffic to deal with.
No, I've done
Tomorrow
that.
you got to worry about traffic.
I know, but also you got to worry about airport check-in, and I'm flying at night. And I'm dedicated.
Wait, what
to
time are you
this
flying
radio.
out?
6 p.m.
Oh, my
The worst time,
God.
without a doubt.
Holy shit.
There's always a hell. I can't leave in the morning. Oh,
helicopter.
My God.
Whirlybird. Get on that helicopter, my friend.
Dude, no joke. It'll take you an hour to go across town tomorrow at that time. I know. That's what I'm saying. The only problem I have with the train, well, I'm not leaving at 6 p.m. I mean, I'll leave much earlier than that.
Yeah, I understand that.
But there's one at Wall Street, too. I can cut across town, uptown, and then sneak down, but the problem is...
Sneak.
The
There's no
heliport
sneaking.
There's no sneaking.
is right by fucking the Midtown Tunnel, 34th Street. And that is going to be a motherfucker with people getting out of the city through the Queensboro Bridge on 59th Street.
Could you take a helicopter to the heliport from your
You
apartment?
know what? That may be the only thing.
You definitely got a little, I don't know.
I have a
puzzle.
travel dilemma because that's all that was available.
How's this for a dilemma?
You got a puzzle on your hands.
I wanted the earlier flight, but it wasn't available, so I had to take the later one. I didn't want to take the later one. My girlfriend's family's in California.
Michael said he didn't hang up, by the way.
No, I know, but it sounded like
and now
it.
he's gone, so we can't even, put him back on the
Go
air.
fuck yourself.
Michael, from our end,
you cocksucker.
From our end, it looked like you hung up. Let's go to Sonny. Sonny Forelli?
Hey!
Hey, Sonny.
The phones are all fucked up. I don't know when I'm going to fucking be on or not. But listen.
How's your relationship going?
It's going pretty good.
Are you guys getting back together?
Yeah, we are. It's a lot of it's my fucking fault because, I'm too fucking self-centered and selfish and fucking all that other bullshit.
But didn't you catch her talking to another guy?
Yeah, but I mean, it wasn't like she was going out fucking him or anything like that.
What was she doing, Sonny?
Well, no, she was just talking to this other guy because, I wasn't paying attention to her,
I know. You're a beaten man. Listen to me. I understand what you're saying, like you were very neglectful and you might have driven her to that. Correct?
Yeah, that's exactly. I mean, being me, just fucking being selfish, self-centered me, doing whatever the fuck I want, not really paying attention to her, kind of drove her to that,
All right, well, is it better now?
Yeah, I mean, I'm fucking losing weight. I'm fucking going to the gym. I'm fucking paying attention to her a little bit,
Did she say to lose weight and go to the gym?
Yeah, but the key is, are you fucking?
I am fucking her, yeah.
Did she say to lose weight?
I am losing weight. Well, see, you know what it was? The signposts were always there, She was like, we always talk about how, we get into relationships and the woman gets fat and, freaking... the men don't want nothing to do with them afterwards. Well, it was kind of like I was in the same situation, but on the other side, You
put a few pounds on.
So, she kept on saying, listen, fucking, when I met her and I married her, I was fucking 180 pounds.
What are you now?
Right now, well, I was up to 280. Now I'm down to about 245.
You've lost 35 pounds.
Yeah.
Since the summer?
I dropped, I was 280 and I dropped down to 245.
Since the last time we saw you is what I'm getting at.
What's that?
Since the last time we saw you, which was at one of the virus shows.
Yeah, I was 280.
Wow. Hey, congrats, man. All right, so what do you got?
In the last 2 months, I've lost, close to, 35 pounds.
Yeah, congratulations. So what do you got for the show?
Well, no, fucking Anthony, I know exactly where he parks. I don't know what the hell he's complaining about. He parks in the most fucking prime area.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, but there's still shit, pouring onto his car.
Yeah, I know that, but he's got, they face his fucking car right. I mean, he could be the first one out of there, They park him in the most prime area. You go to parking garages in New York, all right? And they put your fucking car on the fucking third fucking floor, fourth floor. You gotta wait to get it, He just.
Oh, you're saying because I get it quickly because it's up on top that it should be rained on with fucking acid. What are you, a dick?
I don't understand your logic.
I don't either. What? You should fucking clarify it and make it fucking clearer where fucking Anthony should fucking park. Go.
Yeah.
I understand what he's talking about, though. I parked my bike there, and the fucking stalactites fucking dripping calcium deposits all over the fucking pavement.
Yeah, but the fucking thing...
Yeah, that's what it is.
You shouldn't have to fucking worry about your fucking car. If you're going to fucking park the fucking thing, you shouldn't have to fucking worry about it getting fucking rained on.
More importantly, are you fucking?
I'm fucking. Boys, I am fucking. I'm back in the fucking big bed.
All right, congratulations. You got the fucking record. More fuckings in one phone call ever. All right, thank you, Sonny.
All right, have a good day.
Bye-bye.
Whoa.
Sonny.
Let's go
trying to get me with my goddamn parking spot.
What does No Filter Paul want with his tiny head? No Filter Paul, what's up?
Hopefully, he probably wants a hat tightener.
No, I want to explain why Sonny has such trouble with his relationship.
Yeah. Okay.
His idea of foreplay is just to unzip it and start whacking it on the couch next to her.
Is that what he does?
That's what his wife told me.
Well, does he have a big dick?
How would I know? I didn't do it. See it.
Well, if she's talking about his cock mythology, maybe she would have talked about the size of it.
Yeah, you would.
Like he took his big fat cock out, or he took his little cock out and started jerking it. Did she throw an adjective in there?
Yeah, Paul, as a man, if a woman tells you that story, the next question has to be, well, how big is his cock?
Well, I'm not a faggot, so why would I ask that?
But that's what you have to ask.
How do you get into...
I told her I'll ask her.
Paul, all kidding aside, what kind of foreplay do you do? Your wife is very sexy. What kind of foreplay do you do?
They call him No Funny
I
Paul.
just give her the Visa card.
What's that?
I just get my credit card out. That's pretty much it.
All right, I mean...
Absolutely.
Hold on, we had the line go dead. What kind of foreplay do you do? Like, if you want to get her in the mood, what do you do?
Yeah.
I buy her something, really. And I'm not... You guys are going to fuck with me again.
No,
I'm hanging up, punching out.
Oh, boy.
I was actually asking him a real question.
Yeah, let's... all right, let's
That
move
was a
on.
genuine question.
So where we are with the Ramon aftermath, I guess we got to play the original one first. If you guys were listening last week, Steve came in with a brand new Ramon promo.
Ramon.
For the people that linger longer, you know what that's about, right?
Yeah, well, a lot of people who probably would hear me doing Ramon calls, or Steve from Yellowstone, of course, would not know where they came from because they were newer listeners.
Right?
Yeah. It comes from Steve and his great production that he did. He hadn't done this recently. It's kind of
production. You're right.
I meant Ramon, but yeah, it's a whole storyline.
Right.
It's based on this rich, eccentric voiceover guy,
voiceover talent
that does these deep-voiced movie promotional spots. You know, the deep-voiced guy,
small town,
right? And his houseboy named Ramon, and their adventures together.
Can I interrupt for a second?
Sure.
Because Sam Mark has a great one from Whackbag. Paul's foreplay is calling a Negro over to service his wife.
Oh, shit.
Hey, that's based on a real story. Let that go. Sorry, go ahead, Ed. I didn't want that to go by.
So, yeah, and it's the houseboy and the deep voice guys' adventures together. Because apparently they live in the same house. I don't know why. It's Steve's homoerotic fucking fantasies of a older man and his young houseboy. And I don't know. It always ends with a weird little twist.
Yeah.
Where the guy needs a favor from Ramon. And that's how the Ramon calls got started. Now, we listened to part one already.
Let's hear part one again.
I need a recap.
All right, let's do it.
I have no idea where it left off.
Helen's dancing. Sorry,
oh, look at her go.
She dances.
By the way, everyone's dancing like a bitch is chewing her box out. Oh, sorry.
All right. Here's the Ramon, the brand new Ramon, and then we have a part two to it that hasn't been played yet. Here we go.
I can't think of a better way to start my day than with a bowl of broccoli and some kashi. And I'll top it off with a tall glass of Metamucil and a triple espresso. Ramon, fetch me a plastic cup.
Oh, see what it's gearing up for?
That's right.
It's gearing up for the kind of like Two Girls in a Cup story.
Oh no.
You ready for part two?
I am.
Why are they laughing out there?
I don't know.
What happened, Dan?
I don't know.
Are they
loud?
Are they doing their own radio show? That's a show I would love to listen to.
It sounds like fun, doesn't it?
So much laughter.
Sure,
I would love to know. Why are you guys laughing?
Because, now just let's play it.
It has something to do with what we're about to play?
Well, you think you know where it's going, but it's going somewhere else.
All right. It's called misdirection.
That's right.
Ooh,
thank you.
much excrement. This will never flush. Unless I break it apart. Ramon, fetch me your toothbrush.
What the fuck, Steve? What, Steve?
So much excrement.
What happened to the cup? There's so many unanswered questions.
Maybe the cup will come back, but there was really it was such a volume of excrement that the cup just wasn't going to do it. So we had to move the operation to the bathroom, where there were just piles and piles of this stuff coming out of his lower intestine.
Piles, like a roast beef.
Yeah, like a roast beef,
like a pot roast.
Yeah, you heard the water splashing, so there were just chunks of undigested meat, and
only imagine.
Yeah, it was just awful. So, he realized that he was never going to get this stuff down the toilet to begin with, so we had to break it apart. And, of course, what better to do that with than Ramon's toothbrush?
I want my money back.
I know. I was hoping for a little more.
Yeah.
Well, that's the great thing about Ramon promos. We can always do more of them. We can always...
Well, you didn't sound as, Ramon.
Yeah.
Wasn't really... I think you're losing your interest.
No, I'm not losing my interest. It's a trilogy, maybe a quadrology.
Oh, really? How about a septology?
Or an octology.
No, what's the matter? You didn't know 6 or 7?
Dirk was yelling, they all suck about Steve's production.
Was he really?
Yeah.
Oh, you produce them.
I think that's why everybody was laughing outside.
Because they knew that it's going to be a letdown. Danny, what happened?
Oh, nothing. I was just going to say, I just had a note here. I think that if I'm not mistaken, this is the 4th Ramon promo that has to deal with duty.
Yeah.
Yeah, usually they're very duty-oriented.
Yeah, they are duty-oriented. Because cleaning up shit is disgusting.
You're a one-trick colon.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, let's talk to a helicopter pilot for Jimmy.
Oh.
I think this is the company I used. Mike.
Yes.
I think I took
I know these guys.
I think I took a little tour with you guys.
Did you?
For my birthday last year.
Good.
You on the west side in the 40s?
Yeah, west side and 30th.
Hi.
Yeah, you guys got the blue helicopters, right?
Yeah, we got a couple that
the
are blue.
pretty blue ones.
This is Mike from Liberty Helicopter. I believe this is the one we used to take a little tour for my birthday.
It probably was. How you doing today?
Hey, Mike.
Man.
You looking for a helicopter?
Well, I mean, they have a thing where they're hooked up with the TSA, so you go through security at the heliport, and then you go right to the airport in 10 minutes.
Right.
But it's only on the east side. But I'm nervous about taking a helicopter. I've never flown in one.
Could you get Jimmy... This is what Jimmy needs. A helicopter from the west side to the east side.
You want a helicopter from the west side to the east side?
And then go to another helicopter?
No, I'll be all helicopter
That's
down.
crazy.
I've never taken one, dude. How safe are they? I know it sounds stupid.
They're very safe.
How high do they go, do you think? Like, to go to Newark Airport, we have to cross over Lower Manhattan. How high do they go?
They fly at
10,
about,
12 feet, probably.
Yeah, about 1,200 feet.
1,200?
I was going to say 10, 12
Yeah.
feet, perhaps more than that.
That's scary. Do they bounce around a lot in bad weather?
Not really.
Yes, they do.
They're not too bad.
In bad weather, they do.
It's a quick flight over there. It's 10 minutes.
It's an easy flight, right?
How many flights have you taken, sir?
Myself?
Yeah.
Hundreds.
Do the planes run you over when you're flying there?
Never. They get out of our way.
I love Jimmy's infantile questions.
He's serious, though. He's a little worried.
The planes run you over?
They move out of our way.
It scares me to get hit by a plane. Hold on, I'm looking at the fucking preacher from Poltergeist 2. Oh, wait, that's James Taylor. Jesus, what happened to his lips?
The only thing you have to worry about is...
What we'll do is to get you in, we'll comp you your first flight. My boss, Pat Day, wants to comp the first flight for you.
Oh, thank you, sir. But I can't take you guys only because I got to take the U.S. helicopter or whatever because they have the security. They can land at Newark.
Yeah.
Yeah, but maybe this guy could get you there a little easier.
This guy is allowed to land at Newark.
And then we land at Newark all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'll have to go through security.
Yeah, so you still go through security, but that's the time the traffic is going to kill you. So you're going to save an hour going across town. You take this is the easier helicopter flight. It's Liberty. They are really good. And then you wait online for security. And I think you're still ahead of the game.
All you got to worry about is catastrophic tail rotor failure. It's pretty much the only thing that'll fuck you up.
How long do you think security will be to check in? Probably about 40 minutes to get through the line.
What's that?
No, I mean, I'm asking these guys. 40 minutes to get through the line. It'll probably be a lot of long line for security.
Oh, long line.
But I'm going. I'm an elite member, so I get to go on the first class line.
Did you get your card yet? Your what is that? Clear or?
No, but it's no good. I have
what?
No, hold on.
Said it was good at Newark.
It is, but only Terminal B. It's not ready for Terminal C.
Are you
yet.
shitting me?
I wouldn't know.
How come they said you'd be good for Newark and LaGuardia and Kennedy?
It will be. It's just not yet. And you have to go and get your card in 2 weeks. Like, I signed up online, and now I want to go. I have to get retina scan, which I have not done.
Can I get a retina scan?
Wow, that's cool.
How fucking futuristic is that?
I'm so annoyed at myself for not having done this already.
So, Mike, put Jimmy at ease. It's a safe flight, right?
It's a very safe flight.
There you go, Jimmy.
Thank you, Mike. Helicopter, it's very safe. We've been around for over 20 years. We got 14 helicopters in the fleet, and we're pretty much available 24 hours a day.
All right, thanks very much.
Do you use that thing as just like a pussy machine sometimes?
All the time.
Hey, by the way, I don't want to do the typical tourist tour anymore. Now that I know Mike from Liberty Helicopter, what are you going to do for me?
You want the good tour?
Yeah, I'll pay for it too. I don't want I think I was up.
You
in
want
the air.
the between the buildings tour?
I don't know.
Between the buildings tour?
Yeah.
I was up in the air for.
We'll do a private tour for you. Those tours that you did is a schedule that's a specific route that they have to fly.
I think it's 8 minutes. How long was it? Like 10 minutes?
We'll do the 30-minute tour.
We went to the Statue of Liberty. It was definitely awesome. Don't get me wrong, but I don't want to be in there with a bunch of rubes.
Hey, what kind of weather?
We'll do the private tour for you and your guests.
Hey, Mike. Hey, Mike. What kind of weather will ground a helicopter?
What kind of weather?
Sunshine.
No, Opie. Sunshine good.
Sunny days, very bad.
Very bad. Yes.
Will rain and stuff ground you guys?
No, not rain and stuff. Just snow, icing, low weather conditions.
The one thing you got to worry about, these guys are hot dogs, man, because they're all from Vietnam and shit.
Oh, God, the guys are from the first Gulf War.
And they're bored, so they go through a couple buildings and stuff just to make it fun for everybody.
Feels like they're back in Saigon.
We'll give you a very special tour, whatever you want to see.
Mike, I'll take you up on the special tour.
Give us a call, and we'll... any day you want to go up, we'll get you and your guests up there for a private tour. We'll put you on just yourself.
And I want to pay. I'm not looking for freebies. I just don't want to do it with the rubes.
I want to fly it.
That's right. I want to sit on the rotor and spin in a circle.
Fly it.
I want the front seat with the glass bottom. That was cool.
I know how to work the collective.
We'll hook you up. We'll put duals in it. We fly David Lee Roth. We'll get you in the same helicopter.
I could work the cyclic stick.
I'd rather be in the same helicopter that Sammy Hagar used. I'm more of a Sammy Hagar fan.
Sammy Hagar?
Yeah.
Can I be
more so than a
I don't know what Sammy flies.
Stevie Ray Vaughan helicopter fan.
Oh no, is that a helicopter?
Oh yes, it was.
Where was he going?
Apparently to heaven.
But how high were they when
He was going to a power line.
The one thing about a helicopter is you don't have to be high to get really fucked up in it if it crashes.
Well, they don't float down.
Well, you can auto gyro yourself down.
Auto rotate.
Auto rotate.
What's that mean?
Have you been working on your forearms at the gym?
It's when you use the rotor as you come down. You ever see like one of those little leaves that you play with?
Yes.
And you let it go and it goes down like a helicopter. You do that, but then at the last minute you increase the pitch on the rotors and go, and it's supposed to slow you down. It takes a real perfect timing to do this. And then it slows you down and you touch down, relatively gently. You can be, you fuck your back up maybe, but it's very. Did you have to do that to qualify?
Absolutely.
Fuck. That's a tough
you
move.
Put it down in a tennis court. That's all you need.
Really?
It's a big area.
This has two pilots that fly it.
That's a tough fucking move.
All right. Thank you, Mike.
Thanks, Mike.
All right. We love the show. Anytime you guys want to get on the helicopter, let us know. Give us a call.
Thank you, buddy.
908-474-9700.
Oh, you didn't get a free plug in that?
Yeah.
That means I get a free helicopter ride.
Plug-ola.
Without the rubes.
You know what else you get?
Thanks, Mike.
www.libertyhelicopters.com.
Oh, no.
Oh, you didn't.
Now you're flying me to the Nassau Coliseum for the Islander game.
There you go.
One more and I got a
helicopter ride.
One more and I get a helicopter ride to the Hamptons. Let's go.
City, right?
You go all the way to Atlantic City in a helicopter?
Well, then you can fly over to
Yeah.
Borgata January 18th.
No, Jimmy, you did it.
Oh, Jimmy
see
got
my
a plug
show.
in. Jimmy stepped on you with a plug, sir.
Oh, no.
You fly my pal up to the Borgata to see Jim Norton.
That'd be nice.
We'll land right on the roof down there for you.
Helicopter trip to Borgata. I might have to take you up on that.
How long the helicopter ride is it to Atlantic City?
About 20 minutes.
About 40 minutes.
40 minutes instead of sitting in that goddamn traffic.
That's it.
How much did it cost?
$80,000.
For you, we'll work at a special rate.
You better win.
It's about $3,100.
You better win at the poker table.
All right, thank you, sir.
That could be one hand of fucking blackjack. I pay for that goddamn copter.
Yeah, say hi to the gang down there, will you?
All righty. Take care, guys.
All right, peace.
Bye-bye.
All right, we got post stuff. You want to do that next?
Yeah, Big Boy has to make a wee-wee.
All right, you do that.
I have to piddle.
And then it's kind of part 2 of the Poe thing that we started yesterday. We actually got clips from his radio show that he did this past Saturday.
That I want to hear.
Wait, can I tell you my new favorite thing? It's when my girlfriend's brushing her teeth and I stand there and have a nice asparagus piss.
You don't.
Yeah, it reeks the whole bathroom up.
What an ass.
I love a nice piping hot asparagus piss. a fucking burns on the way out asparagus piss. Enjoy that fucking lukewarm scent. While you're brushing your pearly whites, toots.
I got Lindsay dry heaving last night. Why? Because when you do this morning radio, you got to go to bed early, and she came in to just say goodnight as I was all situated and figured I could let one loose.
Oh, no.
And then she decided to kind of...
get under the covers?
Get under the covers for a minute with me. She jumps out and starts retching.
Oh, my God.
To the point I was so embarrassed.
Dude, why didn't you had to say something beforehand. Go like, don't come in here.
I didn't think she was coming in, and then all of a sudden, I pulled the blanket up to my eyes. I'm like, oh, God, here it comes, because I know it was just horrific. I was having horrific farts at the hockey game last night. And then she went under the covers and just got a blast and started retching. And it's the funniest thing when she starts retching and dry heaving over one of my farts. It's hilarious.
It's hilarious?
And I don't want to do that, but
it's hilarious.
It's really funny to watch her
disgusting.
suffer.
I try not to do that around my chick because I
don't do it on
my
purpose.
ass eaten, but I mean, sometimes it happens. Like I'll be in my room and she'll come in, same thing, and the whole room reeks like a fucking gasser.
Man,
what are you going to do? I'm asleep.
There you go.
Nice quiet hot farts. I actually will bundle up the fucking thing and enjoy them. Like I'll fart under it and I'll wait a few seconds and then I'll waft it up and it belts me in the fucking mouth. It's like fucking LaMotta's fist with a glove on it. It really is like getting punched by Joe Frazier. Just lift up that thing and wallop right in my face.
Why are some farts you let them go in such a way like it feels like you're filling up a plastic bag with warm air?
Those are the soothing ones.
Those are amazing.
Disgusting conversation.
But some you just let go. There's no heat. You don't feel or smell anything. And then there's others it's let loose in such a way you feel your underpants filling up with warm air.
Those are the ones. Those are the mother is rubbing my tummy farts. Like there's a lot of sour. I got a piece of curdled milk on my lung, and mother rubs my tummy, and the milk gets pushed out via gas.
All right, we gotta take a break. You make your wee wee, and we'll do some Poe audio next from his actual radio show.
That I can't wait to hear.
All right.
It's Opie and Anthony.
Every knee must bend, every head must bow, every tongue must confess, thou art the greatest of all time.
Ella, A.
Yeah, we suck.
Opie and Anthony, y'all.
Opie and Anthony on your XM radio dial. Master Poe did a show on Saturday, and it was a show. It was.
It was very controversial. Not the show, but what was going on.
Are you guys getting along today, Danny? There was a big fight yesterday on the Opie and Anthony show.
Yeah.
Danny versus Master Poe.
I just, went my separate ways today. Haven't really
acknowledged him.
No, not really.
By the way, there's some creep that's been watching us in the hall every single day.
Just a jerk off that works at the building.
Can we get Eric Logan or Don to explain what the fuck is going on?
Is that guy there to make sure like we're good boys when we walk in?
I heard they put a camera in, probably because I don't even think it's his fault. I think some of the other faggots on this floor have complained, and that's what it is. He's just answering complaints. He's not the one complaining.
I was walking by as he was going into a closet, and I saw a TV and some kind of recording device in this closet right next to the
let him watch.
And then as we were
next to the men's room,
and as we were all getting,
camera in there.
I swear to God,
wow, sexy.
And as we were all getting situated, they were just kind of like lingering around the freight elevator, kind of watching us as we all went into work.
Let them.
That's really fucked up.
You know what we ought to do? We ought to fucking get off the elevator. We ought to have a sheet with us. So here's what you do. You have two guys get off and hold up the sheet, and then we get behind us, and they just see the big sheet going down the hall. Let's fuck with them. We just don't do anything wrong.
That would be really fucking good.
Let's just be obnoxious. You want to be obnoxious, you fucking Mr. Whipple-looking cunt fucking maintenance man? Let's fuck with them.
XM just spent
Let's wear oldie-time burglar masks with a bag with a $sign on it and sneak past the camera.
And how about just shirts that say "You're gay" on the back of them? Let's do it. I like the burglar mask.
Yeah, let's fuck with them. XM spent about $1 million on the studio, and it looks like the building's trying to get us the fuck out of here, right?
Fuck the building.
What's up, Erock?
It's always the building.
We start standing downstairs watching what audience we would have line up. They can't even be in front of the building. They're off to the side of another building. Now he starts hanging around upstairs waiting for us to come up here because they put the cameras in.
Let him.
But he does it also for Ron and Fez and I think Eddie Trunk's show.
Where are
too.
the cameras?
That I don't know. I don't.
Because I was looking around. Because when I saw the recording device in the closet, I'm like, all right, where the fuck is the camera now?
You know where they are, then?
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe. Are they hidden? Like really?
Can we spray paint the lens?
I have a theory.
Where?
I'm not sure because we might have one out there too. So I don't know.
Oh, we do. I know ours.
I don't want to blow up our spot.
Okay. Oh my God.
I know exactly.
All right. Anyway, so Master Poe and Danny went at it, and it was all about this radio show he did Saturday with like 30 or 40 of his closest friends.
Close friends.
And a few convicts.
I was just watching one of those convicts videos. Maybe the building guy could fix the cunt internet connection here because it's fucking terrible. But I was just watching that 52 Blocks guy. The guy they teach you to fight with cuffs because they're all prisoners. Those guys are fucking no joke, man.
Fight with cuffs.
Oh. All elbows. Yeah. Those guys are all problems.
Why are they called 52 blocks?
I don't know.
Is that how many blocks there are in their neighborhood?
Yeah, that must be it. Yeah.
You know what? That might be it. I don't know.
No, it's got to be like Rikers 52 fucking cell block 52 or something.
Well, where's Poe? Can we have Poe in here?
I guess. Yeah, what the fuck?
Where's the name 52 Blocks come from?
What is that, Poe?
It is 52 blocks. They have 52 blocks within the system.
Cell blocks?
No.
Blocking. Oh, block as in blocking.
Deflections, yes.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
I was watching that guy's
that
video.
Makes too much sense.
What's his name? Light
Burley.
Did I what?
Did you live on Prospect Street in Huntington?
No, never lived there.
Somebody I know does. I'm trying to remember.
So Light Burley.
No, never lived there.
Did you friend of mine 20 years?
Oh, maybe I shouldn't say. A good friend of mine is now living on.
No,
the other guy did Street in Huntington. I'm such an asshole.
Oops.
Fucking Stork. Sorry for blowing up your spot.
Oh.
I'm an idiot. I thought it was you. It must have been my brother. He's lived at about 10 or 12 locations in Huntington. All right, so Danny and Poe, you guys getting along? You're looking at each other? You're shaking hands? Are you ussing each other? What are you doing?
I will treat Paul like I would normally treat him on a daily basis.
You ussing each other.
Yeah, I'd like to move forward, and I don't want to have any problems with Danny.
You didn't sleep last night, did you? This was very traumatic for you.
No, I slept.
Did you sleep, Danny?
No, like a baby, actually.
Well,
you shit yourself.
A little bit.
All right, here's the first clip from Poe's radio show. Poe's guest tells story of what made him want to get into martial arts, right?
What guest is this, Poe?
Trying to figure out which guest are we talking about. It could be Grandmaster Lentius.
Yes, it was him.
What?
Grandmaster Lentius.
Oh, Lentius. That guy, wow. He looks pretty nasty.
Yes, he is.
Why was he in jail?
No, he wasn't in jail.
Oh. And this is from 1983?
How old is this guy?
Holy shit.
Let me see.
Poe's guests were a little old, on the old side.
The film battle of the year, Chuck Norris versus David Kung Fu Carradine. This is off an official Karate magazine cover. Interview with Joe Louis. Okay, look, this is from 80. Wow.
That would be Grandmaster Lentius. He is a legend within the Shotokan system.
Shotokan. And what is that?
Shotokan is a Japanese martial art. It's very hard blocks, hard kicks, hard punches.
I do the Shaka-Kan.
Is he the white guy or the is he the white guy or the brother?
He's the guy that's hitting the other guy.
Yeah, it would be silly if you're on a magazine cover getting your ass kicked.
How old is he?
That's like I made the cover. Look, I'm getting punched. Oh, no. Opie, no. Do you have a negative? Is there a negative for that?
No, that was given to me by Grandmaster Lentius, I'd say about 20 years ago.
Does Grandmaster Lunch have another one? I hope so. Oh, Jesus.
I'm sure he does.
There was no need to do that.
It's okay. It's radio.
No, look, see.
I know.
He's a good boy.
All right, here, let's play the clip.
Not fucking crazy.
Didn't know.
You didn't?
No.
Oh, my God, you're still holding it? Yeah. Like, oh, jeez.
All right, let's go.
Anyway, what happened was, going to school in the daytime, the white kids beat me up. Coming home at night, the black kids beat me up. So one day, the white gang grabbed me outside, and with a makeshift meat hook, which is a nail bent through a piece of wood, they hung me on a white picket fence by my thumb, and with my own blood, they wrote the word Jew, so I wouldn't forget. I haven't.
Jesus.
Well, I'm sorry that happened to you.
You missed. Oh, he ushed? Yeah, right.
That's okay.
Wait, go back. I got to hear.
Listen again.
After this dramatic story, Poe's comment was,
a somber
picket fence by my thumb, and with my own blood, they wrote the word Jew, so I wouldn't forget. I haven't.
Well, I'm sorry that happened to you.
Well, this is like an us for all occasions.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, it's like good to see you. It's kind of like the Brady Bunch theme. There's many different versions. You're gonna comment.
Grandmaster Lentius actually explains. He has his own description of what us means.
Yes, that'll all be coming up later in the clips.
Because it's a mystery to all of us how to use us.
Let's keep it that way.
Travis suggested that Poe uses us like the way Tim Allen grunts on Home Improvement.
I was under the impression, seeing Poe use the word us, that it was a greeting that perhaps people familiar with martial arts use for each other. So, because walking down the sidewalk, I'll see like the doorman at the hotel up there will go, us. And maybe a garbage man on the side of the road, us. Like they all know Poe as he takes the Mayor Poe walk up 57th, and everybody's us. But I didn't know you could just go like, somber, like the Jewish story there with the blood and the us. Well, I didn't know you could just, us, man, us.
Well, Greg Brady's leftovers from Wisconsin writes, I miss Grandmaster lunch, so I'm really looking forward to Grandmaster supper. So
I can says us. It's for any occasion.
Moving on with the Master Poe radio show, where he talks about everything is a weapon in this clip, or somebody does.
Walk through a supermarket, a hardware store, anywhere you go, everything is a weapon. Everything. And people don't understand that. They don't understand that if you're walking down the street and a gang is coming down the other way and you know they're coming after you, you're not going to be, Kung Fu Louie or somebody trying to knock them out. The best thing to do is pick up a garbage can or a brick, throw it through a supermarket window. Because if you yell help or fire, nobody's going to come. Throw a brick through a window, the manager and all the employees will run out in that street, and they'll be gone.
What if it's 3 in the morning?
Oh,
sorry.
Us.
I almost stepped on
us. So that's an acknowledgement of like,
I agree.
I hear you.
So the first
is that like I know what I'm saying.
That's exactly what it is, and it's giving respect. If you don't say anything, you're not respecting your other.
Did anyone ever get Grandmaster Lunch some water for his dry mouth?
It's Grandmaster. What's his name?
Lentius.
He talks like the old Indian from Natural Born Killers. Yeah, he's got that old.
He's got a little Jimmy Superfly in him too.
That's who he
Yeah,
is.
there's a lot of Jimmy Superfly.
That's what it is.
And his other guest, coincidentally, sounds exactly like somebody else as well.
Okay.
How old is this gentleman?
He's about 70, 72, I think.
Could he still handle himself?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, I wouldn't fuck with
Is he
this
still
guy.
a problem?
Not here, but he can...
No, but I mean, if someone came at him for fisticuffs.
He'll rip him apart.
Really?
Us, come on. Us, Jim.
Us.
The Jewish people say us.
Poe compares... Whoa! Poe compares karate to comedy, huh?
Oh, no.
Oh, that's interesting. Little juxtaposition.
We finally get to hear Master Poe on his own radio show. Let's hear it. Instead of
Opie and Anthony, Jim Norton, these are the guys that I'm with every day, and they're amazing. I got to give props to these guys because there's a similarity here that I'm going to talk to you about. Comedians, when you attack them with a joke, and I'm not a comedian, I can never do what they do, but... I give them the biggest us ever. Because when you attack them with a joke, they come right back at you. I mean, they hit you hard. And no matter what happens, you can come back again. They're going to hit you again. They're going to come back. And it's just like a ping pong, and they never stop.
That's what makes a great comedian.
Absolutely.
Us.
Now I'm going to say... Us.
And we want the biggest us ever, like you said in that clip. Let's hear it.
Us. Whoa.
Us.
That's pretty big.
No, this is even bigger.
I just pictured a giant us. Like this huge us.
Like a cloud. It's
it's giant.
This is bigger. Us squared. I have us times 8.
Wow.
I like your us.
Alan Alda us.
Sam, we got a us. We got a us, Sam.
Uh-oh,
There was blood all over the us.
I'm gonna give you the biggest us ever! That's right! You take this us! So you think you're gonna emerge victorious in the rage in a cage? That's right! You take my us! No chance in hell! You cannot get a bigger us than I'm gonna give you right now! And you're teamed up with Grandmaster Lunch! You think you can beat Grandmaster Lunch? Us! It's alright, I don't have to sing for a while. I can do Angry Vince. You want me? It's those weeks I gotta sing, it ain't happening.
It ain't happening this week. Hey, Dave B. from Philly writes, Jim Norton makes people laugh and Poe stabs people in the chest with his thumb. It's so similar, it's scary.
I'm scared of that helicopter. Us.
All right, we go on to Grandmaster Banks. He shoots down the UFC. That's a little crazy there, Poe.
Let's talk about truth, man. Let's really bring it out. And I'm glad that you're doing it.
Stop the clip, please. Grandmaster Banks, we need a little background. Is he a convict?
No. Great Grandmaster Banks is one of the leading authority in the in promotion of martial arts tournaments, World Martial Arts Hall of Fame.
How old is he?
He's 80.
Wow, is he still 80? Can he still fight?
No. If you...
I mean, not professionally, but I mean, like, if someone gave him a problem.
No, if you cough, you may fall down.
Oh, really?
He's an old man. He's 80 years old.
And he coincidentally sounds exactly like Brooks from The Shawshank Redemption.
Hey, but the other guy can still
I might just shoot him.
I got a job at the Food Way.
The Food Way.
Did you ask him about Rapper's Delight?
No.
So Grandmaster Lunch can take care of himself, but this guy's probably a little bit too far.
Grandmaster Banks.
Banks is too far.
Great Grandmaster Banks.
When did you get into talking about like the roots of rap?
We didn't discuss rap.
Why is it Grandmaster one and Great Grandmaster for the other?
Well, that's his title, and out of respect, that's what we give him.
Okay.
They're both 10
us to everybody.
4 different conversations going on.
I know.
Enjoy your favorite.
Just pick one
and go with it.
just go with it. That'd be the easiest way to enjoy a radio show.
I'm trying to get a Grandmaster Flash joke together. Those guys are on their own.
I'm fucking laughing
Jimmy's
at
asking
the
real
Shawshank
questions.
joke that Danny just said.
Oh, is that what you were doing? I didn't even know that. You kept saying that.
And Jim's carrying on. We had 3 conversations going on.
I'm like, I think I can get this Grandmaster Flash thing going if someone would pay attention. Jimmy's asking normal questions. Ant and Danny are having their own fucking thing.
And you're just firing out pre-1980 rap lines.
Well, let's talk to Dawny, who was not safe last Saturday. I don't care what anyone says. Dawny, I apologize that you had to hang out with convicts.
It was pretty scary, but we managed.
All right. Us.
So,
us, Dawn. Us.
Us. We were on the elevator leaving that night, and the Grandmaster gets on a packed elevator, and he turns to one of his entourage
And
that brought
farts.
him up there and goes, "Was that a radio show?"
No way.
You know where he was.
Was that a radio show?
Us.
He didn't know if it was radio or TV or what.
Us.
Wow. Let me ask you a question. There's 52 blocks, Poe. You had those guys on. There's 2 of those guys?
Yes.
Now, did they feel, because the whole thing was between Poe and Danny, you thought that he had been disrespectful in front of your guests, but none of your guests have called in to say that he was or wasn't.
Well, it seems like they're not going to call in.
Why?
And I don't know, and that's okay. But what I'd like to say for the record is I think we both got out of hand. And in regards to the letter, I was angry at the time.
Well, that's what the record is.
Like I said, I was angry at the time.
See you at Grandma's for Thanksgiving, Dawny.
See you Thanksgiving.
Bye, Dawny.
So why won't them call in to discuss? I would plug that guy in a second because I want a copy of his DVD.
Oh, yeah.
All right, let's go to Scooter in Illinois. Scooter's got something.
Scooter. Hey, Scooter. Concrete walker. Concrete city people.
Can we get a city people prank call?
Why don't you go put shoes on and walk around on the concrete?
You got to get the original. What is it? What is it called? Terrorist telemarketers? What prank call tape was that from? It's hilarious.
We'll find it.
That guy's voice was hilarious. Touch-tone terrorist, right. Scooter, what's up?
Yeah,
Get a good Scooter call. What are the originals? Huh?
Picture your Grandmaster naked.
Linger. Hey, Paul, how come one of those guys won't call in? Like the 52 Blocks guy. I would love to hear from one of those guys.
No. They don't have XM. They're not listening to the show right now.
Tell them to steal one.
Their prepaid cards ran out.
Well, you could call them, couldn't you?
Sure, I could call them.
All right. Why the dramatic monotone?
My throat hurts. My throat hurts.
From ussin'?
Too much us.
No.
Sometimes he does these usses. You'd think it was real people.
Doctor's going to tell him to not us for a week.
Yes.
All right, let's meet Grandmaster Banks. He shoots down the UFC. A lot of fans of the UFC.
Oh, boy.
Yes.
Let's see what Grandmaster Banks has to say about that.
Let's talk about truth, man. Let's really bring it out. And and I'm glad that you're doing it. And I love you for that, Robert Rivera.
You're going to eat that?
Master Poe, because this is what it's all about. Okay, I don't want to take up too much time here, talking about it. But somebody's got to say something about it, especially with the garbage that you see on television with this Ultimate Challenge thing and all that. Yeah, I mean, it is a joke. It is, because it's not real martial arts. They call it martial arts, but it is not martial arts. It's what I call DF. It's called degenerate fighting.
I saw an automobile once when I was a kid, but now they're everywhere.
Seems things are just getting a little faster.
I hear a lot of different people in that voice.
But wait, UFC fighting is good fighting, man.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. Listen, I wasn't agreeing with him in regards to that because personally, the UFC or Vale Tudo, these guys are in incredible shape and they fight very, very hard.
You tell me a guy like Mirko Krokop or fucking Fedor couldn't beat a traditional martial art? Of course they. I mean, those guys are bad motherfuckers, man.
I'm not. That's not my argument. Our argument, Grandmaster Lentius and I, is if you take the mixed martial arts and you go out into the street and you go down to the ground, that's dangerous. That's one of our arguments. As far as great Grandmaster Aaron Banks, I'm really not sure because he has.
Oh, you're saying that's dangerous in a good way, like it's a dangerous.
Jimmy. Us. Good us right there.
Us.
Are you saying it's a good thing?
Us. No, to go down to the ground is not good.
And I don't want to get your us.
Damn it.
What if someone? But what if someone?
Mate.
But what if someone gets you down?
What's that?
What if someone gets you down? If someone gets you down, it's good to have that knowledge, right?
Well, if someone gets you down, absolutely, you need to have that knowledge. And most definitely,
Jimmy,
these guys are
acknowledge your us and raise you an us.
Okay.
And another us.
You know what? I've decided to go all in on my us again.
No, man. Damn it. I was bluffing.
I see your
Take
us.
it down.
I see your us, and I raise you a hiya.
After this round, let's raise the usses.
I'm gonna throw in a us, and I'm gonna raise you a word.
Damn.
But one of the things that we were discussing is
your mother. Would that work better? Yeah, I think so. All right. Well,
if you do go down to the ground, you can have like 4 or 5 guys, or 10 guys, or 15 guys waiting on the side. And once you're on the ground, they're gonna kick you in the head. And, And you know,
and you get gum on yourself.
And you can get gum on yes.
Us. Just us, Soapy, us.
That was an ass.
An ass.
you might be ussing.
Yeah, it smells like us.
You gotta wipe your us.
Us hole.
What an us. All right, hey. So why don't we? So this next clip is a fan calling. What's this about, Danny? There seems to be something going on here because it's fan in quotes.
Well, yeah,
and you put this together, Danny.
The Poe had a lot of callers calling into his show, and Poe was excited that he had a lot of callers, so he was anxious to get to a bunch of them. So I think this clip, there's 2 phone callers back to back. I think it's the first 2, actually.
All right, let's listen to some fans calling into the Master Poe. How do you have fans already?
Well, people were ready to listen.
They're your fans. They're not
they're
mine.
fans of the Saturday programming, no matter what's on.
No
matter
guys.
what crap we throw at them.
They love listening.
I'm amazed they're still listening to that.
So am I.
No, most of it's good. Most of it.
We have a caller. His name is Chad. Chad, are you there? Hey, Chad. Us. I like that. This is cool. Hey, Chad, what's going on? Oh, what happened? You disappeared. You gave me a nuss and you disappeared? What happened? I have
you know what?
A softer us. I think I'll give him a softer us. Okay, let me have Jay. Hey, Jay, what's going on?
Hey, what's happening, Poe?
How are you, bro?
I'm doing fine. I was just wondering, you were saying, what's more martial arts? Would you say Rampage Jackson versus Liddell is a bigger martial arts spectacle, or you versus a blonde at F.H. Riley?
That's interesting. Okay, next caller.
Okay, next caller.
Prank caller, hang up.
Hang up. Prank caller.
That was a good one. That's funny.
Wow.
And your martial arts friends are probably like, what the fuck is this guy talking about?
That's exactly what they said.
You should have said you fought a blonde guy. You should have just went with it.
400 blocks of New York Avenue. I tried. All right, here we go. Now we got a third fan calling.
Yeah, this is another.
Smartos.
All right, here we go.
Let me have Ryan. Ryan.
Yes.
What's going on, Ryan? Us. That's cool. They're calling, giving me an us, and hanging up.
But at least you're handling it well.
I don't know you. Who is this? Don't come here. I'm hanging up the phone. Prank caller.
Wow, okay, we're back live. A lot of ussing going on there, Poe, I noticed. And I guess this is a perfect clip to play now. You finally explained what us means to you. You, Master Poe. Are you an actual master?
I was given a master, yes, master's level. I've been training since 1967.
67, wow.
5
years old.
Yeah.
Us.
on the playground.
Does baby need to make a noise?
I was listening when you were banging cheerleaders. Mike, you don't come to Las Vegas and usher a man like Mo Green like that.
Oh.
3 years old, he usses.
Draw chips for everybody here. The dancers will kick your wrist out.
The dancers will uss your tongue out.
Marlon Brando's ussing with oranges in his mouth.
Stop, you're ussing it. She was very badly ussed, you see. Your son is attempting to bring outside usser
And us?
Wait, what's wrong? What's wrong with Poe? What's wrong?
Case in point.
What do you mean a case in point?
You guys just no, that's amazing. I mean, you guys like true fighters. They fight. They keep on fighting. They keep on going at each other until someone goes down.
Give me a Diablo sandwich and an us and make it fast. I'm gonna come in.
Sheriff.
My hat's off to you guys. That's it.
That's it. All right, here we go. Here.
You like us and Doc? That was a good us, Wade.
It's a pretty sweet us.
Yeah, I fucked that one up.
All right, Poe describes the...
Not too sure I agree with your us there, Lou.
Poe describes the us in this clip.
Oh, Sensei.
Yeah.
Please give us your definition of us. That's Grandmaster Lentius.
Yeah.
To me, because martial arts is my life. It's everything I am. I can't live without it. And the thing about us is a samurai's code. It's a way of the warrior. When I see somebody and I respect them, I bow to them and they bow to me, no matter how big we are, no matter what we are, race, religion, or where we come from. And anywhere I've been in the world, I will see somebody with a martial arts gi bag and I'll say to them, us, and they will bow and say, us, and I feel I'm home. This is family. That's what it means to me. It's chivalry. It's valor. It's knights of the round table.
Yeah. I like that. Us. I like that.
Yeah.
Us. That was fantastic. I got the chills when you said all that.
Yeah, so you know why you're getting your chills?
The douche.
Yes, sir.
Because it's cold in here.
Are you cold? 1 second. Hold on.
Cold. Oh, this is a radio show.
Is that your cape? Talk. Is that...
I subtly throw it over. And then, bam, it's a fucking howitzer.
You gotta back up. Back up a little bit.
Damn, no.
Can I have an us? Us. 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 Us, 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 us.
He was to the white.
Us, us, us. That was fantastic.
Shut up for 2 minutes.
He said, I can smell your us.
You ever see an us come apart like that?
Let me see your us face.
That was I had that one.
Us.
What in the fuck is...
Is us allowed in the barracks?
No, sir. Because you are a disgusting us, Private Pile.
Here's the rest of that clip.
I will see somebody with a martial arts gi bag and I'll say to them, us, and they will bow and say, us, and I feel I'm home. This is family. That's what it means to me. It's chivalry. It's valor. It's knights of the round table.
Yeah. I like that. I like that.
Yeah.
That was fantastic. I got the chills when you said all that.
Yeah, you know why you're getting your chills?
Yes, sir.
Because it's cold in here.
Are you cold? 1 second. Hold on.
Cold.
Where'd you go?
Well, this is a radio show.
Is that your cape? Is that...
Where'd you get him?
What did you...
Well, I mean, we're doing it's a radio show, and then Bo decides he's going to stand up and let 10 seconds of dead air go by while he puts like a cape on Grandmaster Banks like he's James Brown.
The old fella just need a sweater.
Would you us me? I us me so hard. That's just automatic, guys. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have done that.
Let's go to Marie in
automatic.
Florida. Marie in Florida, what's up?
Good evening.
Hey guys, I got a black belt in Taekwondo on the Upper West Side at Westside Taekwondo from Masters Sonny and Junny Wong, and I have never heard of us in my entire life.
You don't sound like a black belt.
What does a black belt sound like exactly?
A man.
A man? I can whoop your ass.
So what? Notice I don't deny it. Could you really? Probably give me a beat. How long have you been taking karate?
I don't take karate. I told you, Taekwondo.
Whatever. Chop, chop, judo. Here you go. Kick.
Right.
How long have you been taking the martial arts?
I started when I was 35. I'm now 45.
35 you started.
10 years, that's how it was.
Oh, what happened that...
I used to fight in tournaments, and I used to win against much younger women. And I did an international tournament and in Colorado Springs.
All right, hold on.
Won.
So you started when you were 35. When you were 34, 2 Negroes in an elevator?
Yeah, I was trying to figure out what happened to her that made her get into Taekwondo at 35.
Well, you live in Manhattan and you walk around by yourself at night. You think about, and it's true. You feel better at night walking around if you know that you can at least protect yourself.
Yeah, because when that gun comes out, boy, that Taekwondo comes in handy.
Maybe I was in better shape. I could at least run a little faster.
Well, but you never heard
ignorant. That's what they have to say.
You never heard of the us though?
Never heard of the us. What's
No.
the us? If I did that to my masters, they would be like, "Hello, are you feeling okay?"
Us.
Can I add something?
Yeah. Yes, you can.
Can I get a us?
See you later.
What? I'm sorry, 1 second. Hello? Taekwondo? Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Thank you. That is a Japanese word, and you take a Korean style. How do you say thank you in Korean?
How do you say thank you?
Yes.
Obrigado?
No, that's not Korean, my dear.
That's Japanese.
No, obrigado.
That's obrigado.
That's Brazilian.
I know it is. Believe
Mr.
me.
Roboto.
Por favor.
So wait,
Boca.
I'm sorry, you've taken a Korean style, you're a black belt, and yet you don't know how to say thank you. The most common word used in any martial art.
That's right.
To give respect to the teacher, you say
respect.
Thank you.
You say
you know about Kamsahamnida? You know about that?
That's it. Well, I just asked you, you didn't give me the answer.
That's right.
Kamsahamnida.
Tome arigato, Mr. Roboto.
Tomo.
Anyway,
we are all homos.
Us to you too.
Homo.
Keep on training, girl.
See
Keep
you later.
on training.
All right. She's fucking on roids. Her clit's in her sock.
Us to her.
Every time she sneezes, her pussy lips go. Sorry, miss. I don't know why I took it there. Apologize. You're a nice lady.
Taekwondo.
Wait.
One good knuckle sandwich and a fucking nagger.
Taekwondo. She goes, hey, and then looks at the woman's pussy. Isn't that what happens, madam?
Erock, did you fuck up, or is this labeled
you
wrong?
could just leave it at that.
It says,
why would you even ask?
Well, the last clip was supposed to be what us means to Master Po, but we got Grandmaster Banks' definition of
No,
us.
Grandmaster Banks and Grandmaster Lentius are
fished one too for Grandmaster Banks. Wow.
I'm sorry?
No, I can't.
Nothing.
I didn't hear it.
Yes, you did, you dickbag.
Us, Jim. Us.
I can't keep the Grandmasters.
He's trying so hard to make me say it again. I love Jimmy.
All right, here we go. This is Grandmaster Banks now?
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Let's walk.
Yeah, this is now Grandmaster Brooks.
Okay.
By the way, someone from their cell phone after post show, I was ready to flush my XM and us, my mother.
Fucking Brooks.
It's too funny. I can't let it go.
That is really good. Here we go.
Let's go back to what we're talking about, the us again. Again, what you just heard before, again, the real world, the true world, the only world, and bang. Bang, bang, bang. That's what exists.
What?
Okay, gentlemen, we're going to take a little break. I hope we're enjoying ourselves. I know I am.
Sounds like it.
I know. Jesus, real party happens at New Year's Eve.
Just got some awful news. That's what that sounds like.
Yeah.
I can't. Yeah, tragic. You're very somber.
Yes, you are.
Like,
I want to hear the 52
I understand
blocks,
the
guys.
subject matter.
Jimmy,
but,
it's funny you should say that. The next clip is the convict.
Oh, cool.
What's his name?
Gans.
Well, you have
convict.
Well, I'll tell you what.
Billy Bear.
Light Burley.
Billy Bear
His guy to pull a gun on a bus.
That's who both brought up. Fucking Billy Bear and Gans. Nice gun.
Yeah. Can't believe it. I got
Light Burley and Raj.
What is his name?
Raj.
And this is the convict you found on the internet, right?
Hey.
For a radio show.
Light Burley is the one that I found on the internet. He's the student of.
And it's he talks about 52 blocks and the kind of people involved with it.
Oh, Raj is the master of it.
Yes.
All right, let's listen to the convict.
The only thing that blew me away, I'm going to tell you straight up, and I stopped, okay, is that he caught fists and then he kissed them. Okay, I'm sorry. That threw me.
The famous
I was
catch and
done.
kiss.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, that punch was made famous by one of the most prominent and well-known 52 fighters, Mother Dare. Now the stigma attached to Mother Dare was that he did things as far as sexually on his own, which was he was gay and. He had a way of using the 52, knocking you out, and then he would molest you. Because of that, he didn't have one of the best reputations, but he did have a serious reputation of being able to catch punches, block punches, and return with counter strikes that would devastate and then usually ending up the knockout. So he made that catch and kiss very famous.
That's great. Wow. And us right to the ass.
Us.
Yeah. Fuck. He fucking knocks you out and then fucks you. Wow. That's a fucking... I mean, he was feared in jail, though. No, don't tangle with him, because you might catch one on the chin and then catch another one on the chin.
How about we leave that guy home next time you do a radio show?
I like the convicts. They probably have better stories. The other guys have regular fighting stories. How many... You could talk to Chuck Norris for a week, and he won't tell you that he knows someone who rapes people once he knocks them out. That guy rules.
Wow.
How did I just stop the show? How did I ruin every... just trying to have fun.
I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why, because I think we all were just thinking of what you just said. Getting knocked out and then fucked in the us is not something any of us want to think about too long.
Well, that guy is no longer in jail. He's dead.
Who is? The gay guy.
Yeah.
Did he die of the HIV?
He died. No, he died. They took care of him.
Oh, he got killed?
Yeah.
He fucked the wrong guy?
He hurt too many people.
Oh,
really?
He died of a bad us.
Got the us in the yard.
What was he in jail for?
Oh, I have no idea. I don't know anything about him.
What was he in jail for? Punching people and fucking them in the ass, probably.
I know, imagine that was how he was on good behavior. He did worse shit on the outside. Traffic violation. Unpaid parking tickets.
And he gets in there and starts fucking everybody.
He pushes everybody with his fucking elbow and rapes them.
That would be fucking insane.
Oh my God.
There was a lawyer with a speeding ticket he never paid.
Let's say hi to fan, in quotes, number 4 to post show. All right, let's listen to this.
Let me have Master Stone. Master Stone.
Oh, Master Stoney. Evening, gentlemen.
I'm sorry, Master Stoney.
Two quick things. I really look up to what you're doing here, Poe. Very appreciate that you come out here and talk to us about martial arts. I also study martial arts just like you.
Us.
Not you.
Frank Us.
They're part of the O&A crew. It's okay. It's all good. It's like an us. Frunkus is like, when they say Frunkus, it's like saying us.
Oh, wait a minute.
Let me...
Really?
Oh, that's
Frunkus.
Not at all.
Frunkus.
You're just like us.
Us.
That's what he's trying to say with this show.
That's great.
All right, and finally, Poe talks about road rage. All right.
everyone has this idea of pushing out their ego and wearing an S on their shirt. You know, we should all try to handle a situation with respect. If you were brought up with respect and you have the power of the mind, you have the ability to foresee what can happen. You have no idea if that guy has a gun in his pocket, if he has a knife in his pocket, or if he has a gang of 50 guys waiting in his Volkswagen, which that's not going to happen. But what I'm saying is that, you know, there's no reason for us to approach people.
The circus, Paul?
50 guys in a Volkswagen.
You have no idea if he has a bearded lady or a bear on a bicycle riding in a circle. You don't know if he has the world's fattest woman or fucking a fetus in a jar of alcohol. Yeah, almighty. That was the worst example. 50 guys in his Volkswagen. Yeah. Couldn't he be a bus driver?
Yeah, let's go back to this. What I'm saying is that, you know, there's no reason for us to approach people. First of all, don't ever approach anyone. You don't stay in arm's distance. You stay at least 5 to 10 feet away from someone. Okay. You got to understand something, that it is so scary out there, and if someone cuts you off, hey, no big deal. All right, roll down the window. All right, buddy, have a nice day. Okay, all good. I'm glad you're in a rush to go somewhere, but there's no reason to get out of the car and take a bat to these guys. There's no reason at all.
How do you find in yourself that patience to deal with that, though?
See, that's the thing. You train in the martial arts, and it gives you that patience because you learn a discipline with the respect that you have of your instructors and your masters and your grandmasters. They give you the patience. They give you the patience because you bleed, you sweat, and you suffer, and you work very, very hard to gain the skills that you need. And it's not overnight, man. It's not overnight, okay? And you have to understand that. Patience will come. It takes time.
It takes patience.
Yeah. Us
indeed.
All right. Hey, buddy. Have a nice day. Glad to see you're in a big hurry.
I think
that was good acting. I thought you were really in a car. I said, how did Paul get audio of himself in a car? What, that was in studio?
I was just interested that would be your advice to somebody who cut somebody off, was to roll down the window and be verbally passive aggressive with them instead of taking a bat to their face.
Is there any way we can hear that? I just like Poe's acting on that one line where he goes, "Hey, buddy," he's thinking as he goes along.
Yeah.
Glad to see you're in a hurry. Hope you use regular unleaded. Hey, don't hit the tolls without Easy Pass. You got that?
Cut you off? Hey, no big deal. All right, roll down the window. All right, buddy, have a nice day. Okay, all good. I'm glad you're in a rush to go somewhere, but there's no reason to
I hope you don't find a good parking spot.
Hey, buddy. Hey. Use the blinker.
Yeah, hey, friend, get a boat. About the worst things you can possibly say to somebody. My mother's a cunt. Has more dignity than fucking, hey, buddy, here's your hat. What's your hurry? I'd rather yell out the window, pull out your cock and I'll suck it, fella. And, hey, friend. Hey, there are no strangers, only friends we haven't met yet. Slow down, buy gas. This is the worst improv I've ever heard.
Here's the last track. This is
God.
Post-show ending. This is how it ended.
Oh, boy. That was, well, at least it was quiet.
1 second, sir.
Got it?
1 second, sir. I have to say it because I know if I give me 1 second, sir. Masterpo at masterpos.com. Send me in your letters. I want to know everything about you. And
Saturday Night Virus. It's over, Johnny.
See, but then the actual beauty of that was Eric kept telling him in his talk back that we bought him 5 more minutes. So after the show was over and I'd put my jacket on and left, he decided to do a radio show for another 6.5 minutes.
Holy shit.
He wasn't listening to the time cues, so he switched his headphones to program so he couldn't hear anything we were doing. Show ends and he just kept going.
No. Yeah, I thought the show, because he told me I had more time. And I talked about.
Notice when the audience was getting ready and leaving?
I don't know about anyone else, but I have got to listen to an arena show. I think. I think we'll give.
I'll just burn your copy of that one, please.
I think we'll give you another show as long as you invite a lot of convicts in next time.
I think there should be a second arena show.
Us.
If Paul would do it.
Us. Thank you.
It would be my honor. So why don't you guys like man hug or something now?
Nah, I don't think that's.
I think you're going to be seeing that kind of ussing.
I'll tell you what.
That's just us, dude.
Totally us.
Hold on, I got to get something out of my us.
Uh-oh. Oh, no, here it comes.
Uh-oh. No, I don't think... This could be a risky one.
Yeah, force that.
Oh. Oh, my God.
Damn. No, yeah.
I'm turtling.
You almost ussed yourself.
Oh, you fucking... There's nothing worse than when the log pokes out like it's a fucking unlaughing. It's like fucking pokes... Hey, it's Ruth Buzzy after a fire.
Goldie Log. All right, give me the...
All right, you earned a crash. You jumped on that one, too.
You can almost see your log's little hands holding the thing going, hello, and then it goes back in behind the colon.
All right. Line of the day brought to you by BowDogFantasy.net. Thank you, Poe. Free live scoring stats, bios, and news that will help you win big this season in fantasy football. They're whispering. All good?
Yep.
Right.
Poe, could you please get my Uscalade?
Yeah, back to reality, pal.
I was wondering how you're going to do that one today.
Yes, of course.
Hit the bricks, master.
All right, can I just one?
Sure. Yes.
Danny, I want to shake your hand.
That's all at BowDogFantasy.net.
To be honest, Poe,
I just want to shake your hand.
I'm not. Look. I understand. I'll, out of respect, just to squash any problems around here. That's fine. But I have just know that I have a huge problem shaking the hand of a man who wrote a letter to try to get me in some trouble. So it would be kind of hypocritical of me to do that.
Once again,
I have to say that goes against the whole martial arts thing. I think
and
with the codes and the respect and all that.
At the time, I was angry, and that's something that
you don't just go, "Hey,
I'm
fella,
apologizing.
I'm writing a letter. Hey, pal."
I just couldn't go home happy with myself if I shook your hand about
You guys, wait a minute. You guys got to give Paul a break on this one thing. You're putting him in a world which is corporate, and you want him to be a gentleman and not react the way he reacts, which is through savagery. The way he would normally have handled that is a biting.
I mean, I understand. I get it, Jim. But if it was like a one-time deal, like that would be fine. But I mean, not for nothing. But this is like at least the third time I could count. So
third time,
sorry, I just can't.
I've blown up on you.
No, that you've had to write letters to bosses. I mean, that's
all right. You know what? No,
I'm not about to get into another screaming match. It's just my personal opinion.
Let's keep
I think it's unnecessary.
Let's keep this as a cliffhanger. No handshake.
Oh,
that's fine.
Geez.
No handshake. I can't do it. But you can rip his throat out if you like.
No more. Yeah, no more corporate
gonna
nonsense.
bust your Guitar Hero hand. Is what I'll do.
I got Rock Band waiting for me.
All right.
I'll do it the way I know how. Us.
Oh, he ussed. You give him an us back.
That's better than the shake.
Why don't you just present your us?
Everyone present.
Everyone show their us. All right,
Enough about the us.
Here's a runner-up us.
It's not a German or Japanese film. The Charmin would come in much handier at the end of the movie for cleanup.
2 girls, 1 roll.
Goodbye, Mr. Whipple. Goodbye.
Oh, good riddance, motherfucker. Communist.
Make sure you Google Hitler balloon today.
Yes. Fucking pinko.
It's happening. Hitler balloon is happening. What happened?
Mr. Whipple.
Oh, no, an emergency alert.
Why is Ellen fucking dressed like fucking Stan Laurel? That fucking stupid
has issued a required monthly test. Sorry. Oh, what is she wearing? Yeah, what
it's
the
an
hell
open shirt with a tie like a fucking businessman on their way home.
They haven't figured out... lesbian wear.
How about lesbians just dressed like girls? I mean, you love pussy. What's the matter with you?
That tie is to wipe her chin.
Looks like Gordon Gekko.
Why do lesbians make it so hard for them to get at each other's pussies?
Yeah, they should be wearing girly stuff like skirts and fucking no panties.
I mean, they don't like pussy.
She has a SWAT vest on. What are you doing? How is anyone supposed to suck your tits?
Kevlar.
Right. They make it so hard to get at the goodness, these lesbians.
It's like she's having a face x-ray taken and she's protecting her tits.
Dude, if you were a lesbian, wouldn't you wear a skirt, no panties, and a tank top with no bra?
That's all I'd wear.
Quick, easy access.
You want the lesbians to get to your goodness.
goodness, ASAP.
And I'd keep fish oil to freshen my breath.
Right.
That's right. Old Mrs. Paul's breath.
Why make it so hard to get at the puss? BulldogFantasy.net. Here is another runner-up us.
I wouldn't rule it out.
Doing what you got to do.
Wouldn't rule it out.
Hold on, sir. Stephen from Bayshore. He became suspicious when his phone bill arrived addressed to Mr. Cuckold.
I'm going to be honest. I thought that
Steve.
should have been it right there.
Steve from Bayshore knocked one out of the park with that one.
All right, here's another runner-up us. Us. I like that.
Yeah.
Us. That was fantastic. I got the chills when you said all that.
Yeah,
So did I.
Getting your chills?
The douche.
Yes, sir. Are you called? 1 second. Hold on.
Haymaker.
Because I was just going for chills. Yeah, I got him too. Assuming people would just think like, oh, he must mean the douche variety, and then Hope's just douche, just right between the fucking eyes. Us.
Look, I don't get many lines of the day, but when I do, it's of the Dave Kingman variety. Dave Kingman struck out a lot, but when he hit a home run, you wanted to be at Shea for that one. It would hit your fucking car in the parking lot. BulldogFantasy.net, thank you. Here is your line of the us.
Here comes line of the day, line of the day.
You are wise to listen to me.
Doopa-dee-dee. Guess who drank when she was pregnant with me?
Shut up for 2 minutes.
Yeah.
I forgot that one.
Oh, is that good?
Brigada Jimmy with line of the day.
Thank you.
Fun-filled show.
January 18th, Saturday sold out. So come to the Friday, would you?
Get me a room.
They might
Get
be able to...
me a room.
Ellen, she does the same fucking dance.
She doesn't want to dance.
Yeah, it's the same stupid dance.
The company, know
Look
what
at
they're
her.
doing though now? They show the song that they're dancing to, the name, just
It's
like
sponsored.
Like it's an MTV video, the name, the artist, all that crap, and how you could get it.
There should be a bunch of fucking writers' contracts. She should be dancing on them.
Look at her fucking... She looks like a man.
She is.
She just absolutely is a man, and that was not a man.
It's Lance Kerwin.
Dude.
Nice shoes, cunt leper.
What is she doing? She's like fucking her coffee table.
She's got those stupid bowling shoes on, which is what she does when she has balls. She throws them far away from her and on the floor and tries to knock over those ugly cocks at the end of the thing. She loves to bowl. Miss Degeneres, you don't have to yell yuck and spit on the ball when you throw it. We get the picture. I mean, the thing that blows air on your fingers? She probably licks the holes there. Oh, look, it's queefing and knocks the Doritos off my mouth. Old Dorito lips. The fucking choker with that tie. Fuck you and fuck Iggy in the mouth. What do you think of them apples? Fucking box smeller. You fucking strike. Fucking picket line crossing fucking memory lover. Fuck you and your fucking Laurel and Hardy tie. This is a fine clit hood you've got. That's it too. Okay. I'm stopping now. Instead of night at the races, pussy on the faces. Even though it's Marx Brothers. I don't know any Laurel and Hardy movies.
But I don't have any hair pie.
Fucking A. Your breath smells like a California roll. You fucking picket line crosser. She bugs me. You fucking cranky bitch. That shitty Dutch boy hairdo. She should be sitting on a paint can. Fuck you and your shiny jeans. Fucking awful jeans. Holy shit. Oh, will you stop it? Just put on a fucking skirt already.
Fucking head is pounding.
Fucking that hairdo is bugging me.
Oh, it's just for shit.
Oh, it's all
there it is.
I've never seen a bearded clam before. Spread your legs and I'll start lapping. I only eat pussy pie.
Laurel and Hardy tie.
Oh, it makes me physically ill. Oh, look, they find people in the audience and they make them look like celebrities.
Oh, is that great?
They do celebrity lookalikes.
Oh. Oof, Jesus Christ.
Sally Field.
Oh, wow. You actually picked that one.
Yeah, she did look like Sally Field.
Oh, God.
Michelle Getty.
Old cunt.
Hopefully rape victim in 145th Street. Oh, Dr. Ruth. Who's this twat?
This is horrible.
You think so?
Yeah.
No.
Maybe.
Wow. You're too good at this faggot game.
Oh, which one?
Tom Bosley.
Oh,
that was easy.
I was looking at the other one. I thought King Kong.
Paris Hilton.
No, Nicole Richie.
Yeah, Paris Hilton. Nicole Richie.
I'm 3 for 3.
Erock. I don't know who that is.
Edie Falco.
No. Who's Ellen Pompeo?
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Oh, now she can't take it.
she's
Back to the dike. The running shoes. Look at her, so she can run toward pussy faster.
She's made for pussy.
My tie smells like the dumpster out by the Chinese restaurant.
For celebrity lookalikes, they should have panned on Ellen's hair and then said Sean Cassidy. Fuck you in your Hardy Boys sweater. Make me sick. The mystery of why she doesn't like cock. All right.
Hey, we're going to end with Scooter. The roofing prank. We didn't forget.
Oh, wait, she's on XM, isn't she, or she's not anymore?
Who gives
who knows?
a shit?
Oh, I don't care.
Jim, someone's asking me if Ellen likes pussy.
No, she doesn't like pussy.
Oh, she doesn't.
She loves it! She waves it under her nose like one does a pumpkin pie on Thanksgiving.
God damn.
Guys, we had fun today.
Little too much.
Don't expect the same show tomorrow. Tomorrow means we suck. So.
Tomorrow we got fucking the dumb off.
Oh.
And I die in a helicopter crash.
No, Jimmy. Here's I don't know. It was a weird, obscure reference that we noticed, but here's our pal Scooter. This used to make Ant and I laugh a lot back in the day from Touchtone Terrorists, I believe. And I think that we had the guy on, remember?
Yeah.
We had him on once. The guy was really, really cool.
Yeah.
Here's a Scooter character. See you tomorrow.
Hello.
You listen to me, boy. You shabby pea-brain roof you people built just caved in over here. I ain't got no roof. Let me talk to Scooter, the pinhead.
Hold on. Pick up the phone, hurry. Okay. Hello?
You pea-brain, I'm real angry at you people. I ain't got no roof. You people call yourself professional nincompoops.
What do we do?
You built a shabby-ass roof, you damn piece of trash.
No kidding? Well, what, you got a hole in your roof?
I ain't come back from fishing. I ain't got no roof, you piss brain.
You got a hole in your roof.
Listen to me, boy. Your damn roof you built last year just caved in. You city people that don't know what you're doing.
What's the address, you nincompoop, you?
Listen, boy, you can kiss my country ass.
Well, you sound awfully country.
You city boy, shithead.
Well, you sound awfully country, you country fuck.
You lord, where I come from, we don't have two-faced, wise ass.
Where you come from, you got no teeth either.
Listen to me, boy.
Look, suck a big cock.
You scumbag, you nincompoops.
Okay, you big country scumbag, pea-brain, flannel shirt-wearing motherfucker.
You concrete walking lard ass.
What is this guy?
You damn city people.
City people.
You city shithead.
Are you...
Listen to me, boy. You go give me a refund.
You ain't getting shit. You understand me, boy?
Listen, I don't like the way you talk.
I don't like the way you talk.
I think you need to talk.
I think you're going to pay us again.
You go talk to a friend of mine.
I just talked to you that way, so shut up.
Why don't you talk? Come here, Willie. Why don't you talk?
He's going to get Willie.
Come here.
Is you talking trash?
What?
You talking trash, boy? You discriminizing my friend Jim Bob? You discriminizing?
Why don't you talk fucking English? I can't understand that, Ebonics.
Don't be that trying to discriminate my friend Jim Bob because he handicapped and all that job. Don't be talking trash, boy.
I don't give a shit about him.
Trash. Don't be talking trash. I come down there and pull out my underwear, wrap it around your head, make you smell my butt cheese, boy. Y'all can smell my dirty underwear. I pull out my boots, you can smell my stanky ass work boots. You hear what I say, boy?
What'd you say?
Y'all get down on your hands and knees with your toothbrush. Clean my toilet, boy. I come down and bring my old lady. You take a look at that squack, you go blind with that shit. I ain't jobbing either. I bring my old lady down there. You take a look at that squack, boy.
What the fuck happened to the roof?
Listen, boy, don't be talking trash. You gonna get Jim Bob a refund. We talking cash money.
Yeah,
Scooter, big trouble. We coming down there and we coming there for you and Scooter. Don't be talking trash to Jim Bob.
Hey, no.
I'll bring my old lady down there. You look at the squack, go blind with that chicken heebie-jeebies, boy. Don't be talking jive. Making fun of my friend Jim Bob, all talking trash and all that.
How's your roof?
I flow like an airplane, stinking like a bee, junk out with it, don't play around. Don't be talking trash to Jim Bob.
How's your roof?
Scooter, too, hit like he ass. Scooter, big trouble. Scooter, big trouble. I hit him upside the head with a hubcap. Here we got to get Jim Bob refund. That's right, cash money. Y'all better have to do that cash money. Jim Bob, you got to get yourself some cash money for y'all.
Cash money for the roof.
Jim Bob, you got to get yourself some. Don't be talking trash, boy.
How's your roof?
And don't forget it, boy. We coming there and get a refund. Don't be all discriminating getting Jim Bob. Discriminating because you got a handicap, because you a wheelchair, or got a learning disability, or a speech predicament. Y'all, Scooter.
Put Jim Bob back on.
Don't be discriminating and get Jim Bob. Kid, they want to talk to you. They go, I told them to. Good. Get on the phone, Jim Bob.
We got a gun.
You see, you didn't know I had a big boy over here.
He doesn't talk too big, though. How big is he?
He's a big, hairy man. He take care of you. Listen, you don't hear me laughing. I ain't got no roof. You son of a bitch, you piss brains. I'm real angry with you people. You damn piece of city trash.
Oh, man.
You damn leftover can of beans.
Opie and Anthony. Bad boy radio host.
Opie and Anthony.